Ben, you want to introduce yourself and say, I guess, who you're going to be playing.
Hi, I'm Benjamin Alani. I'm mostly a film actor, but I've done a little voice acting before. And I've definitely been a video game fan even longer. I'll be voicing Carter and Isabel.
Awesome. Okay, second to my right is Mr. Trendane, also same name, Trendane. Trendane, who are you going to be today, and tell us about you.
I will be playing Mr. Wu this evening, and as for me, I'm mostly a voice actor. I tend to do video game stuff and some audiobooks, but just kind of a jack of all trades.
So this is an audition?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is an audition. Just keep that in mind. No pressure though, at all.
No, none, no.
And last but certainly not least, a very dear friend of mine. I've been friends with for a long time, ever since I was in graduate school at the same school with this gentleman, Mr. Russ Guberman. Russ, who the hell are you? Oh, you didn't say who you're playing. Oh, you said Mr. Wu. You did. So Russ, who the hell are you playing, and who are you and stuff?
My name is Russ Guberman and stuff. I'm a comedic improviser and actor. I'm going to be playing kindly Chang, and I will also be checking in as Nightjar the Troll.
Awesome. That's good stuff. Did I remember to bring your resume over here? No, Sad. I did not. If I told Mitch the number of people that asked me to bring their resumes and drop them off, it's, yeah. You guys are very popular as potential employers. I just want you to know.
Yeah. I should get a separate email account just
yeah,
for that.
Exactly. At pleasesendmeresumes.com.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then we are going to get this started. And chat, are you? I did it again.
That's me? Is it my fault?
Yeah, it's all right. Just disconnected again.
Really?
It's this one. This time it went the other end. There. See, when we deal with a wireless world,
it's going to be great.
It will be so much better when that happens. All right.
I was afraid that was going right in your eardrum.
Yeah, that would have been better.
Yeah.
All right, chat, are you guys hyped? Chat, let me see hype. Let me see the hype. Are we what? Are you hyped is what I'm asking Barnsley. Are you hyped, sir? Let me see hype in chat. I better see so much hype as soon as Delay gets here, rolling up in chat that you will not be able to believe it. Let me see the hype that just flows into the stream. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here we go. Hype-oo, hype-oo, hype, take my energy, I hype, where hype is on. Super hype-oo, hype, and then a dog. I guess that's when you know you're hype, is that a dog shows up. I am hip, the hype is real, hype-tastic, Final Four hype. George Liu is also a professional voice actor as well. Hype, Mitch, will you buy me a car if this game sells 1 million?
Okay, that's AJ. That was that's Ace Engineer AJ, who also appears in our last 2 games as
really?
the Talismonger. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I promised that if we ever sold 1 million copies of Shadowrun, I would buy him a '66 Pontiac Impala with a drop top.
It's possible you might get there, you know.
Yeah, it comes up just about every studio meeting.
Is he like counting like a little counter? Like
it comes up
a
fair amount, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. It isn't hype unless you're releasing Daikatana next. No. They release real games, guys, not vaporware. All right, let's do it up, people. Let us do it. We're gonna move in here to Shadowrun Hong Kong.
Well, we're gonna create a character.
And we are gonna create a character. I won't take too long because I know what my character I think is going to be. But let me get some sound first because I turned off the volume. So. And I definitely want to be able to hear this awesome soundtrack. I actually think this soundtrack is the best, and that's saying a lot. I thought the soundtrack is amazing.
Oh, so thanks. And that's by John Everest.
Yeah.
Also did
what I saw was, and he actually tweeted out the stuff, and I saw, yeah. Dragonfall, I mean, Dragonfall was a new standard by itself, but this is really great.
Wow, that's great to hear.
Cool. All right. Let's do it. Man, I wish it was AJ. Dude's a beast. Okay, here we go. Launch campaign. Confirm. Always on normal, chat. Always normal. Alright, so I am going to play a male elf. This is because it's what I played in Dragonfall. I'm going to play a shaman because it's awesome. And I need to find my right portrait. And I actually think I went the wrong way the other day. So I ended up finding a portrait that I liked, and then I didn't realize that there were 6 million of them that I apparently had missed. I think last time this is what I had.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that's what I'm sticking with is this.
All right.
This is me in another life, clearly. All right. Now, as for karma, I did a lot of spirit summoning.
Uh-huh.
And I definitely wanted... this totem thing is interesting because having the passive totems as well. Something that I thought was an interesting kind of... And it's hard because I keep looking at it and going, I could, but I don't...
Then we've done something right.
Yeah, no, it definitely is hard decisions. But I think what I ultimately decided was Eagle because I liked the idea of the extra aim ability. So there's that. Oh, yes. You'd like to actually see this, wouldn't you? Let me screen share it. Sorry. I need to screen share for my people. Thank you for reminding me. There we go. Share screens. And there we go. It should be there. You guys should be able to see it now, I believe. Let me know. Confirm for me. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So spirit summoning. The other thing that happened last time is that I lost my spirits more than I liked.
You don't want that to happen.
So I want to keep them. Oh, and also because I like having lots of speech all the time. I can't imagine where that comes from. So we're going to go with that. And I think that's right. I think I pulled that off because I wanted to get a little bit of shooting ability. So that's under... Now, this new system, how did you guys... Tell me quickly how you guys came up with this new system, because this isn't quite the same, at least in terms of the UI.
Just the UI. Actually, the system is identical to our last games, but the interface has changed thanks to Eric Floyder and Brenton Malinsky. So it's just more accessible now. The only thing we changed about character creation is that under body, if you go up to the very top, yeah, that one, you see there's a new skill tree, and that's cyberware affinity.
Okay.
So you can put more cyberware on your body without taking such an essence loss.
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one for glory then. In other words, that
Yes.
would have been a... Okay.
Yeah. And
was,
we have
glory
these new cyber
tree.
weapons in the game,
Oh,
too.
cool.
If you take a look, if you just mouse over, you see in the affinity there, yeah, all the way to the left.
Oh.
Sorry, the left, your other left.
This,
That
my
one.
left.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Right, so you see as you
Hand
mouse
razor.
over, right, hand razors.
Spur.
Yep, and then later on, there you go.
Monofilament whip.
That,
Oh.
yeah, that's the shit right there.
Well, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good
I
stuff.
never leave home without my monofilament whip.
But today it's Shaman Day, and Shaman and Cyber don't really mix very well.
Yeah, that's. I'm not naming my character the Gentleman Bee. I'm not doing that. This character will be a character that will have. Okay, let's see. Did you guys? Pretty much any amount of these etiquettes are going to get used at some point. You think that there's a good balance?
Yeah, we've got a pretty good balance of them. We know exactly how many are used in the game and where.
All right. Well, I'm going to make this
Shadowrun
person.
and Corporate.
Shadowrun. Oh, and I got an extra one. That's right.
Yeah.
See, I could do an academic, but then I'm playing to my own personal type, and that's not.
Oh,
that's
I
not
see.
right.
So you roleplay, huh?
Yeah,
That's what
I do. But
too.
I guess I'll go with security.
Okay. Corporate and security.
Yeah,
I can see that.
All right. So this is a shocking development, I know.
This will be fun.
All right. And then let's see now the street name. All right, chat. I will let you decide this.
Oh, this should be good.
I'll let you decide this. Chat, give me a street name. What is the street name for our character?
And let's not be profane, kids.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Please, no profane. No profanity at all, please. If you want my street name to be Little Fuzzy Bunny, that's completely. No. What is your street? What street name do you want? I will take nominations.
All right. Let's go to the internet. Thundercake.
Yeah, one of the characters we had in one of the games that I played was Beef Thundercake, and ever since they've been huge fans of this. Bunny Foo Foo, Pretty Pony, Thundercake. That's the second for Thundercake.
Yeah.
Let's see, Pretty Pony, So Bad, 3-Pac. 3-Pac is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's either Thundercake or 3-Pac, I think.
Yeah.
Sage, or alternatively Barnsley, Thundercake. We have a lot for Thundercake.
Yeah, we do have a lot for Thundercake.
All right. I can totally take that seriously. I'm sure everyone would take me seriously with a name like Thundercake. Glassjaw. Oprah? The hell's wrong with you? Glockenspiel?
Oprah?
What in God's name? The Man. It's a little too obvious. Wrecking Ball. That would be cute. Then I could come in like that all the time. All right, let's go with Thundercake.
All right.
All right, here we go, chat.
Got sound up on the game?
Yes. Let me know if the sound's good, by the way, guys. Sound is okay? Good, bad?
Yeah, I hear you okay.
Okay, in chat too?
You have one new message.
Hi. It's Raymond. I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah. I was wrong. I'm on my way to Hong Kong now, to finish something I should have faced a long time ago. And I need you with me. I know we're not blood, and we didn't leave things in a good place, but you and Duncan are the only real family I have. Please, if our past means anything to you, meet me in Hong Kong right away. I'll explain more when you get here. I'm begging you. I'm almost out of time.
Ah, that is no joke good. Hard landing. Raymond Black. The old man gave you a home once. Took you and Duncan off the gang-ridden streets of the Barrens. Sheltered, educated, slapped sense into you both until you almost resembled productive members of society. And then you took off. Left it all behind. Landed behind bars for a time. Tried to start a new life after that. It's been 8 years since you've heard Raymond's voice. Until out of the blue you got this cryptic message, a plea for help. Meet me in Hong Kong right away. And, wire to your account, enough million to pay for the flight, and then some. The descent is rough. A squall comes out of nowhere, sending a solid sheet of rain punching into the suborbital transport. With a ragged shudder, the plane finally skids to a halt at the edge of the Chek-Lap-Kok tarmac. An hour and an interminable number of emotionless security checkpoints later, you hail a water taxi to Victoria Harbor. Hong Kong looms ahead, pulsing with energy. You step from the churning of the water taxi to the ponderous rocking of the docks, your stomach lurching at the transition. As soon as you're clear, the captain nods once and steers the small craft back into the harbor. The man never said a word, just handed you a worn brown duffel bag when you stepped on board, filled with gear, some stiff new body armor, and a note. Better safe than sorry. D. Above, smog-thick clouds hang low in the sky, reflecting the lights of the city in a nauseating swirl. The wind changes direction more than once, creating a heady stew of aromas. Diesel, sea salt, street food, and filth. That's all you can do to keep your in-flight meal where it belongs. Two figures stand waiting in the dim light of the pier. The first is an orc, lean, with in-your-face muscles and a jaw made to break fists. The second is an elf, one hand resting casually against her hip. Raymond Black is nowhere to be seen.
Well, don't you look like shit.
Duncan Wu, the closest thing you have to a brother. You haven't seen the man in 8 years, still as charming as ever.
Green's not really your color, Arvin. Doesn't go with that nice new armor I got you.
As you open your mouth to respond, something shifts alarmingly in your stomach, a liquid, bubbling sensation. I don't know what you're talking about. It must be the harbor lights messing with you.
Must be. Guess you've still got some of your old fortitude, at least. Considering how much synthahol we used to put down, I'd be surprised if you couldn't handle a little chop. Anyway, we gotta find Raymond.
Find Raymond? I thought he'd be here.
Never showed up.
He still got that same baritone rasp. Had it since he was 12. Wu developed early. Did you try him on comm?
Nah. Just been walking around the dock shouting his name. I've been trying him for the last hour. No answer.
You worried?
Yeah, I'm worried. He's an old man, and he's out there alone somewhere.
65 isn't that old, Duncan.
Of course not. But he's not the same, Arvin. Raymond hasn't been himself in a long time.
How so?
He's been restless, staying in his study, inside his own head a lot, and he barely sleeps anymore. I've been worried about him, but I haven't figured out what to do about it. And I didn't have a little brother to turn to. Well, hell. Wasn't too sure you were even alive still, and until Raymond managed to track down your number.
We should get going, Duncan. Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up.
Copy that, Sarge.
They're wearing Lone Star body armor. Looks like Duncan Wu's gone private police. Sarge?
Carter, Seattle Lone Star. I'm Duncan's partner. And superior officer. I let him carry my coffee for me sometimes, write my parking tickets, that kind of thing.
I figured I could use some backup. Didn't know what Ray had gotten himself into, and I wasn't sure you were gonna show up.
You got something you want to say?
Nope. Hey, look. I'm glad you're here, Arvin, seriously. But I'm gonna need some time to get used to having you around again. Been a while since I've heard from you. You know what I mean?
Memories of sleepless nights and lockup flash by. Wondered if you'd ever see Duncan or Raymond again. Wondering if he even wanted to. And then, stepping out into the daylight. Suddenly free, the fallout of some obscure corporate restructuring. A few hundred new yen worth of apology from your former jailers, and a decision to start a new life. To leave the past behind. All of it. Until now. I know I've been out of touch.
Yeah, you could say that, yeah. Let's just find Raymond. He was supposed to meet us in the plaza on the other side of this pier.
The sooner we find him, the sooner you can all have a big, happy family reunion over dinner. And the sooner I can find a place to get a drink around here.
Damn right.
Ahead of you, Hong Kong rises serpent-like from the sea. Government and megacorp coil together, writhing in their basket of institutionalized corruption. No one can tell where the snake's body ends and its tail begins. That's what Raymond used to say. Duncan turns and starts down the pier. Carter follows. Fresh construction's expanding the harbor out into the water. Corporate interests can afford to create new streets. The guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Duncan gives the gate a push, but it doesn't budge.
Well, that was open earlier. Looks pretty solid.
Shouldn't there be someone here to let us out or something?
Yeah. Smells a little funny, don't it?
Who knows? It's Hong Kong. Not exactly sure how things work around here. Come on, rookie. We can cut through the construction site.
I hate it when you call me that.
You got some? You think something's gonna happen?
The gate is locked, but the nearby control panel appears accessible. Carter pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces your skull, sending a new wave of pain down to your churning stomach.
Looks like there's another way off the docks on the other side of this gate. I think that I can bypass the lock.
Carter fiddles with some wires and the door lock hisses open.
Got it. Let's go.
The group on the dock was fishing a package out of a speedboat when you surprised them. Now the package is at the bottom of the bay and the speedboat is disappearing into the distance. They close on you, red-faced and yelling. The light of the harbor glints off of their weapons as they approach. The leader shouts something in Cantonese, but it's too fast to make out. You're rusty. It's been years since Raymond's house and the language lesson that wouldn't end. The old man never spoke anything but the native language at home.
You guys doing some late night fishing?
Oh yeah, we're fishing for assholes.
Now, you're gonna need some better bait. All you're gonna catch with that is trouble.
Let's see. We're just passing through. Why don't you put the guns away?
Hey, you talk good Cantonese, baby. Real authentic. Actually, you just told me you're gonna crap a gun.
All part of my plan.
Lone Star, put the guns down.
Never seen a badge like that before. Either it's fake or you're some kind of security guard. Either way, this ends the same.
I think he's done talking.
Alright, combat time. Time has come after that tremendous cameo performance. Alright guys, let's take out some combat people here. Let's see, what am I doing in terms of combat? Alright, let's start out with, actually no. Nope, we're not going to do that. We're going to go like this, and you are going to go like this. Dat music, that's right. Okay. Now, if you would please, the power of eagle aim. Alright. And now, 89%. Crit. That's right. Do the same thing. Second verse, same as the first. Yeah, kapow. Have a seat. And monobolt. This is a little rough. We'll take a shot. Yes. Death to the combat people. Yeah, exactly. All right. So far, no one has died. Oh, Thunder kind of took a hit here. Okay. Ah, missed and still hit. That was all planned, chat. My skill meant that I could miss and somehow still hit. He is in trouble. You are not... Right. I do not like this situation at all for you. Alright, I'm going to take a shot at you. And then I want you to get over here. And that's less cover. Yeah, it's... she should be able to heal, though. better. Alright. Now, you... Oh! That RNG! Exactly, Gunsu. They're just fishing to feed their families, so now they must die. That's the law of the streets. Oh! Stop hitting my main guy! Yeah, I guess. Just gonna move you. I could have shot first, actually, but... Why did I shoot first? Alright, well, I'm gonna take a random shot. Ah, that was alright. Okay, you... There you go.
Perfect.
Alright. Oh, now the famous... I have to remember how I heal myself. Let's see. I can heal out of combat, right?
Yeah. That's so funny, I forgot how.
Activate. Yeah. Lovely.
Alright.
Okay, cool.
I forgot how to do that.
For just a moment, the creator of the game forgot how to heal, but it worked out.
Just one of the creators. I'm just a guy.
Just a guy. All right. Well, that started out well. Okay, so we took out a bunch of groups. You were hoping for a wipe in the first battle so you could dunk into his lines again. There'll be other ones, Jay. There'll be other ones. Eyes on the prize, my friend. Eyes on the prize. We've all got to work together here. I'd say that went well enough. Okay. Here we go. So... make sure I look around all over the place.
Yeah.
Ah! An illegal street drug made from the leaked kamikaze formula adds +1 body, +1 strength, +1 willpower for 5 rounds. Every time the user's attack strength increases. I clearly should leave the steroid behind. No, I'm just kidding. I'll obviously take it. I was drawn to that somehow, Chad. It was just like, it was as if I was led there somehow. Another gate panel. This one's been vandalized and busted up good, a real nightmare of a repair job. Wu stares at the fence, considering. Loops and whorls of razor wire glitter in the lamplight.
Looks edged with monofilament. The corporations here don't screw around.
Duncan and I have hopped plenty of fences before. It'll be fine.
No, it won't. They use this kind of concertina on prison walls back in the UCAS. Goes through bone like a propeller through seafoam.
Listen, Carter, you...
We aren't touching it. How about it, Carter? Think you can get through the open gate?
What do you think? It'll take me a few minutes, though.
Frowning, she leans in to get a closer look at the mangled fuse box. A few seconds later, she starts pulling wires and yanking fuses, a look of intense concentration on her face. She's competent.
In Cantonese, Arvin.
Sounds like Raymond when he does that. The pen of my aunt is sitting on the end table. Satisfied?
You gonna be a dick about this, Arvin? We're in Hong Kong. Only Cantonese from now on. Just like when we lived at Raymond's house. Those endless drills are about to pay off.
Just like at Raymond's.
At least you can still handle yourself in a fight.
Did you doubt it?
No.
The silence between you gets louder, heavier. Then it's broken by a sudden wailing screech. Wu's hand goes to his holster. The screech is replaced by the sound of grinding wheels. Glancing over to the console, you see Carter grinning back at you.
Got it.
Good job, Carter. This will keep you for now. The light from the nearby vendor stall stabs into your eyes, triggering a throbbing ache in the back of your skull. You stop short, squinting as rough voices drift in on the wind.
Where's everyone else? Where's the damn shipment? Haven't seen him yet. We just got here. A long way's probably waiting for us, so we can haul it out of the boat for him, that lazy bastard. Let's just hang out here. Let him find us.
Looks like we're on a stroll through Smuggler Central.
These gangers don't know we're here. We could probably just slip by.
Or we could clip them. They're already looking for us. Might be better to take them out now while we've got the element of surprise on our side.
Let's see. While unaware hostiles are on screen, press the unholster button, enter turn-based combat mode. Oh, hell no. We're going to stealth past them. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Stealth past. Does it work? Ah, see, I got karma for stealth. That barking, by the way, was totally in-game. Completely part of the atmosphere. In no way was that one of my voice actors' sound of the dog barking in the distance. That was not the case. Dog shaman in the room, yeah. Exactly. All right, let's see. We'll head down here and look. Aha, yeah, I already see something. More drugs? More drugs? Oh, 66 yen. Okay, I was like, what?
66 new yen, which you could use
Yeah.
to buy more drugs.
That's true. Well, okay. As long as we get right, yeah. Mitch made sure to tell me beforehand that I had my channel marked at mature. So, if anyone here is under the age of 18, please leave now.
Oh, it's going to get mature soon.
It's going to get real mature any moment.
And by the way, when somebody makes a game and rates it as mature, that instantly means immature. Right? That's
right. Mature, right. Mature rating actually means the least mature.
Yes.
All right. Let's go up here. Meet up with these guys. Crossing the street, you can make out 4 shadowy figures loitering in the plaza ahead. Troll, orc, dwarf, elf. 2 men, 2 women. They're different from the smugglers on the dock. Alert, poised, professional. You can see they've made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. The unspoken message is clear. We're strapped. Mind your manners. Wu stands up tall, takes that amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe-to-toe with someone bigger. Someone who doesn't know they're about to go down.
Evening, folks. Got your permits on those bazookas?
Permits? Give me a minute.
Makes a show of patting his pockets.
No, guess not. Must have dropped mine in the dumpster, along with the last idiot who stepped to us.
Is that right? Well then.
You can almost feel Wu's cop training kick in. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time it hits shoulder level, an assortment of nasty-looking ordnance is already trained on his head.
All right, everyone just be cool.
Little late for that, isn't it?
Nah, it's never too late to be cool. Shades.
Maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Just now. Something we can do for you, officer.
I'm looking for an old man, Raymond Black. We were supposed to meet him here. You know him? Where is he?
Easy, Duncan.
That's right. Easy, Duncan. Your friend Raymond never showed. We've been waiting for the better part of an hour.
Who are you?
No one you want to mess with.
We do odd jobs. For money.
So, you were his tour guides, right?
Kinda. Yeah. The old man hired us to take you all on an excursion.
Hired you?
They're an odd assortment. A cybered-up troll, an orc girl with magical fetishes, a dwarf with a cyber deck slung on her back, and a tall elf standing behind them quietly, inscrutable, all with guns trained on Wu.
You're shadow runners. This is bullshit. Raymond never would hire shadow runners. They're criminals.
Mercenary operatives.
Criminal mercenary operatives.
So yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associating with a bunch of hardened criminals.
Sorry to burst your bubble, Lone Star. Guess you didn't know the old man as well as you thought.
Wu tries to shake it off, but he's struggling to process the information. You can feel the heat coming off of him. The runners sense it too, and they tense up tight. They're keyed on Duncan, and their guns are big. The looks on their faces make it clear. One wrong bead of sweat, and Wu's going down in a red mist cloud.
Let's all stay focused. No need for this to get ugly. We need to find Raymond. These are the people who can help us do that.
This was about money, right? Let's talk about money.
I like talking about money.
The old man wanted us to take him into Kowloon Walled City. You too. You know the Walled City?
No. What's the Walled City?
It's a shithole. The worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Trid clips in the news stories can't do it justice.
Memories of growing up in the Redmond Barrens flash through your mind.
We get it. It's a real bad place. Now, why would an old man pay you to take him there?
Wouldn't say. He mumbled a lot too. Just kept rambling on and on about how he had to get in.
Under ordinary circumstances, I never would have accepted the gig. The Walled City's the last place I want to go. But the old man rolled up a truckload of new yen, and you gotta eat, right?
Wu risks a glance at you. His weapon remains trained in the Shadowrunners, but a flicker of uncertainty plays across his face. Interesting story. It seems like a good time to ramp down the threat of violence, don't you think?
Okay, gang. I tell you what. We're all gonna put our guns down.
Oh, snap. That death scene. Oh, Carter!
Think he's gonna be okay? Get that guy a band-aid!
I think he'll pull through. Oh my god. All right.
Take cover. Take cover.
Yes,
Giving him
yes.
CPR.
Give him CPR right now, goddammit. Oh my god.
Cover.
It's like the beginning of Firefly. Alright,
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No,
I want one so
work.
I can summon, I want to summon a guy.
Yeah, you'll be close enough right there.
Okay.
Next round. Oh! Oh, I don't think she's gonna make it. Jesus.
I want to point out I was just told to do that. Find cover.
I forgot. Alright, she went a little too far for that cover. Where's that save game?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Wait, don't I have the thing? Oh, I have the trauma kit. There we go.
Yeah. Better get to
Get to
her
go
fast.
first.
You gotta run over there, and after you run over there, you're gonna be
To get
sniper
cover.
I totally led you wrong. But yeah, that's good cover.
It's good cover. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's like I never played the game before. Moron.
Can I don't understand. Does that mean I can't get to him, I assume?
Yeah. Hit the end button.
Well,
there. Go
can he
ahead.
move though?
Yeah.
Your PC?
Yeah. There.
Woo!
Alright, get to cover. No, cover.
Like actual cover?
Yeah.
Like back there
Yeah,
cover?
that kind of cover.
There we go.
There's gonna be a problem.
The sound of high caliber rifle shots and your own recent death hangs in the air, and the red dots of the area. Carter, the troll, and the silent elf lie dead in widening pools of blood, their heads broken open like melons dropped from a 4-story building. I think he might not make it.
Yeah.
Nightjar! Come on, big man, talk to me. Gut shot? No. Oh, shit is. This isn't good.
This is the police. Lay down your weapons. Put your hands behind your head and come out where we can see you. Duncan Wu, Arvan and Eleron, come out where we can see you. You have 3 seconds.
Stand down, damn it! I'm law enforcement. Lone Star. Lone Star!
He's driven deeper into cover by a hail of gunfire.
Save your breath. They won't listen.
Use your eyes. These bastards aren't here to make arrests.
Let's see. Stay down. Duncan, are you hurt?
Everyone pipe down. Just give me a minute.
The rat girl stares at the ground intently as if listening. Then her brow furrows, her eyes go beady, and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lips moving soundlessly.
Okay, I've got a way out. It's at the end of the street. Everyone, come with me.
Everyone, we don't need the rental cops. Gobbit, we're the only ones.
Their extra firepower is, I got us an exit, but we've got to get past the heat, and we can't shoot our way out of this on our own. If nothing else, they can soak up a few rounds for us. Just stick to cover and keep close. There's a door down the street that leads to a back alley. That's our exit point. You fall behind, you get left behind.
Alright,
Nice.
stick to cover.
Yes, actual cover. Alright, first of all, I really need to be healed, so you are going to do that. If you can get to me, can you get to me? No wound to heal. What? No wound to heal? Have you seen me lately?
You already magically healed, so you need to use medical pack,
What the-
basic med kit.
No wound to heal.
Yeah, you've already healed the last one.
Alright, let me... I'm really hurt, so I'm gonna use this. Alright, that's much
Which
better.
also put Duncan in
I know.
cover. He likes cover.
You ducked.
Yeah, you demonstrated what lack of cover does.
that was just determining a new mechanic for you guys, even though that mechanic existed already. Alright, I'm gonna... That time when you realize you have no good options. I will move them here because I want you to get some aim ability. That's like pretty much no cover. This barrel is perfectly good cover. I disagree with the team. This barrel is perfectly legitimate cover. Alright, let's go there for now. Yeah, I know that's where I'm going, but I want to give him some aim ability first. Shoot, they're cut out. I don't want to move her out of that. Oops. Alright. Now, I don't suppose this grenade launcher can hit them. Not quite, alright.
Not from around the corner.
Yeah. Well, that's not bad, actually. I'm taking cover. Hey guys, what's this do? Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot. Oh my god. Oh, tremendous. Both sides. That's no problem. I totally planned for that. Let's see. What do I want you to do? I would like you to take an aimed shot on the person who's there on this side. And your flanks, too. That's nice. Second verse, same as the first. Lovely. Duncan, would you please do me the favor of removing this person? One more. There we go. Good. No more flanked. Alright, now I would like you to move there. Okay. You are in pretty good shape already. Ooh, do I want to waste the... Okay, so... Well...
What's the range of it?
Yeah, I mean, is it a pretty good, like, radius?
If they're nearby. I don't think you'll get the other guy, but it's worth hitting with. Oh, there you go!
Planned miss.
Yeah,
that was a planned miss. Okay.
Just like in the movie.
Let's do it. Yeah, please do that again, actually. Wow, well, I Completely destroyed her. That's good.
You really made a mess of the street.
Yes. Yes. Alright, let's see. Can I summon? Yes, I can. Oh, but okay, but I'm gonna have to move there. It's gonna screw me up. Alright, what if I go...
Good idea.
Oh, can I get...
You want to be is that got it? Or no?
This is, no, that's me, because my guys...
Oh, okay.
But I'm trying to decide... Now, if I go here now, am I going to get destroyed?
No.
Alright.
You're good.
If you were starting, Jim Knight, if you were starting this, I would start with Shadowrun Returns and I'd work right through it. So far my favorite is Dragonfall, although I've just started playing this and this is awesome, so I may end up choosing this one. But I would play through all of them, they're all really good. Okay, I would like you to go here. Okay. Gobbet, what do I want from you? Gobbet, Right, that's what I thought. Right, let's move you here. Do you have any shot at all? Not really.
She can summon without moving. Nope, she'll
not quite.
Alright.
She doesn't have Overwatch, that's too bad.
Not yet.
You know what? Let's give you aim at least.
Nice.
Alright, and then you would. I'd like you to reload, please. Please reload that gun. What, you know, what the hell, right? Oh, man! Should have taken the head off. Summon, yeah, no, I'm going to summon Spirit for sure. Okay. That, in fact, is what I'm going to do right now. Well, pow! I have some Spirit. Monsoon, I love it. Let's see. Strip Armor is a possibility. Water Bolt is also a possibility. I'm going to do that because it also strips armor, although I want to move into a place where I can actually get to him. No cover, though.
Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, yeah, he'll get hit by sniper.
Alright. Yes, let's strip some armor. Oh! Armor broken and also destroyed. Alright. Let's move you up there. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's move you guys here. Did I see something pop up on that? I think I did. Alright, I'm sure I can hit you from there, by which I mean not at all. Let's move you to... lovely. Still cover. Alright, Duncan. 23%. Well, that's not very impressive. However... Good. You... It's half cover, but I'll take it. And you... can go there. Oh boy. That's unfortunate. Oh, those are drones? Great. Lovely! Oh, water versus fire! It's just like Captain Planet, guys. Alright, let's see. I would like an aimed shot. Actually, wait a second. Oh, do I sit now? Alright, aimed shot. That's not very good. I must provide no cover motorcycle. Is that not a space I can go to? Right there?
No, you don't have enough faith.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, you know what? I'm just going to stay right the hell there then. For the moment, because I want them to clear it out. I'll try an aim shot on you. Oh, wait, actually, wait. Can I? No, that's even worse. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, that was obviously not likely to happen. See, I want to kill that guy because it'll get rid of him too.
Right.
But since I don't have I have a better shot at this one. Oh, or I could just wipe him out because that's how it goes.
It didn't disappear.
Just come right to. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Full cover right on the other side. I clearly can see that. You guys don't see that water thing, right? Nobody saw that. Nobody saw the water thing right there. All right. Let's see. 61%. 61%. You. Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Duncan has no lines. So.
No, still not, right? Oh, I do actually. Alright, yes. Aim shot. Yes!
Nice.
Alright, good. Okay, this is going to be clearly a spray and pray moment, but... Alright, I better stay in cover for now. I keep seeing shots, I'm like, look at... Yeah, that's... Ooh, there's... Okay, see... So is this a Matrix thing? It might be possible to use the network connections police motorcycle to do some damage to the local network. Hell yes, make it so. The police drones power down. That's right, they power down. That's just the way it works in the reality, real life.
Just like that.
I just deck into a motorcycle and I power down drones all across the city. Alright. You are still not in a good spot. Alright, let's get there. Duncan, you... Ooh, wait a minute.
Hey, wait a minute.
Can I?
That's the... Yeah, you don't have enough strength to hurl it.
He doesn't have enough strength to... I can't quite get in there. Alright, well... Let me take a shot on him. 59%! I hit him once. Alright. Okay. This is the spray and pray. May hit adjacent characters. Lovely. Oh. Well, yeah, but that's...
There you go. That might work.
Poison fog?
Oh. No.
Nah, that's not going to be a good idea. Alright, then... Those are really terrible, terrible percentages. Well, alright, I'll take a shot at this. No, you know what, I don't like that. Who hasn't gone yet? She hasn't gone yet, so you... help your aim. Grenade it up! You're interested in seeing the new Matrix improvements? Okay, well we will hopefully have a chance to demo that, depending on how the story goes, I don't know. Okay, and... well, I can do that again. Let's do that also to... aim lasts for 2 rounds? Alright, so let's do that also to Duncan. Alright, Gobbet. Alright, Gobbet. Come on, it's a grenade launcher. Even if you miss.
Hit.
I hit the hell out of a drone. Well, I hit him too. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, I do need to reload though, don't I? Yeah. I have a serious nerd hunch going on, that's a good sign. Yes, that's true. I just hate how exposed that makes him though. That's, well, it's not terrible, I guess.
No.
I'm worried about having shots from there, but... Alright. You should have better aim now. Please take this guy out. Thank you!
Yeah.
Alright. Now for you, 10%. That's horrible. They can put you in the same spot if there's a place that'll give... No. Why do those motorcycles not give cover?
They give you super light cover, but it's enough to avoid the snipers.
Alright, let's do that. We'll just take it nice and safe. Alright, so she's already decked in, so I can't do anything else there. Do it! Yes! Yes! Grenade launchers are so good! So good, grenade launchers. Okay, so I don't see anybody else for the moment. And I know I need to get... Where do I need to go? Up there? Okay. Alright, let's do that. What's up, Div? You can see that I'm trying hard, that's a good sign.
Yep. Nice.
Alright. I guess so. Half cover.
I feel like I'm cheating, I'm sorry. I just want you to win.
I want me to win, so we're on the same boat there. We're in the same position. Alright.
Yeah. Good.
Gobbet. Can you get up? Gobbet. Curse you, Gobbet.
Yeah, yeah.
And that thing. There you go. Half cover. Oh boy.
Another dude. They came from behind.
Can I get
there?
there?
You go, yeah.
I'm out! Alright, my main guy's out. The hell the rest of you.
Yeah. Thank you!
And I'm out. Good night! Tip your waitress. I'm gonna guess that they're not gonna be able to get to me up there. Alright, Gobbet. That's not good. That's good though. Oh, that wasn't Gobbet. That was Gobbet. This is Isabel. All right. Isabel's the one with the grenade launcher. I've got to make sure I don't forget that.
That's the important thing.
Yes.
Not that she could jack her brain into the Matrix.
I keep waiting for the drones. The drones are back online. Like,
Yeah.
what? I'm in cover. No, I'm in cover. Oh, kill me. I'm out.
There you go. Bye.
I'm out. All right. Can I get there? Yes, I can. All right, Isabel. Isabel, who's been the MVP of this fight. Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Victory.
All right. That was tense. I wasn't breathing.
Yeah, that was not close at all. The rat shaman guides you from the doorway on the street through an eternity of winding alleys, damp sub-basements, and empty buildings. Stumbling through refuse and filth, you make your way into the sewers below Victoria Harbor. It reeks down here, but it's quiet. Gobbet stops, sniffs, and wipes her eyes with the back of her wrist. Her rat squeaks softly in the folds of her clothing. The dwarf watches her silently for a moment, then moves closer and gently takes her hand. In the dim light of the sewer, you can see they're nearly the same age, no more than 20, 21 tops. What were their names?
The troll you were talking to was Nightjar. He was our friend. The elf called Gutshot. Kind of an asshole, but I didn't need to see his head splattered everywhere like that. Nightjar was a good guy. Always had our backs. Isabel's a 9.
Rare to find a runner that you can actually trust. Are we clear?
I think we've shaken them. Yeah, we're clear.
Wu begins pacing, his boots splashing in the sewer water, creating echoes down the tunnel. You can feel the tension coming off of him in waves.
This is bullshit. I'm done messing around in alleys and sewers. I'm done with running from cops. For fuck's sake, I am a cop.
We noticed.
There's a Lone Star sergeant dead back there. Damn it. She was...
Wu starts to choke up. He struggles against it, fighting to maintain control, but he needs a minute to recover. He finally manages to pull it together, but he's raw. When he speaks again, his voice is seething and hoarse.
I don't know what the hell is going on with the Hong Kong cops, but I'm calling in some Lone Star backup from home. I'm gonna come down here, get some of my own people to come down here. Then we're gonna find Raymond, and we're gonna figure out what the hell is going on.
Whatever you say, big guy. You have fun with that. Iz and I are out of here. Best of luck finding your friend.
Your people died in a hail of sniper fire. You're not going to do anything about it?
Of course we're going to do something about it. In fact, we're going to do 2 things. Run and hide. Look, we got you to safety. But now we are done with this shit. We don't intend to die for you.
Wu isn't listening. You can see on his face that he's already written the orc girl off. He pulls his security-grade PDA from its holster on his left leg, raises it, and starts tapping the buttons with a meaty finger. The Lone Star logo on the back of the device looks shiny and official. He stops, confused, and then taps it again harder. The red flashing image on the PDA reflects in his goggles.
What the hell? I'm locked out of the network. My law enforcement status has just been revoked. I don't believe it. They're saying there's an APB out on us, Arvin. You and me both.
I figured as much. You heard them on the loudspeaker. They knew our names.
Fucking hell. This just keeps getting worse.
He leans forward as if to punch the wall, his knuckles rapping against it softly. A pantomime of barely constrained rage. Suddenly he turns and slings his PDA at the far wall. It hits hard, bounces back, and clatters to the ground at his feet. He looks down at it, spent.
And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Come on, Isabel, let's.
She's cut off by a sudden smashing noise as her friend's boot comes crashing down on the PDA at Wu's feet. The dwarf looks down at her work, unsatisfied, and brings her boot down again and again and again, until there's nothing left but a snarl of plastic housing, broken glass, and circuit board.
Police issued. They can trace you through that. Yours too. It's on the network.
We bury our own.
Good. Burners. Suppose it's the least we could do after your help back there.
Thanks. You people always keep a supply of burners in your pocket?
Runners need to be prepared for contingencies. Isn't that right, Iz?
Isabel isn't listening. She's staring open-mouthed at her own PDA, its bluish glow illuminating her horrified expression.
Gubbit, we gotta go. Right now. They're after us too.
Her screen displays a local newscast. Your own face stares back at you from the upper left corner of the screen.
And in breaking news, just under an hour ago, Hong Kong port authorities were involved in a firefight with members of a terrorist cell linked to the mainland city-state of Henan. The battle left 3 terrorists dead, along with an unconfirmed number of Hong Kong police officers.
Your image winks out, replaced by a scowling image of Duncan Wu, a mugshot from a long time ago, before Raymond.
Our sources report that Seattle natives Duncan Wu and Elvan Elleron, along with their Hong Kong-based accomplices, are still at large. They are well-armed and should be considered extremely dangerous.
Low-res photographs of Gobbett and Isabel pop up on screen, replacing Duncan Wu.
Oh, shit.
Kowloon officials report that terrorist cell, known as the White Star, maintains ties to the city-state of Hainan, and it's purported to be receiving weapons and funding from anti-corporate groups in the UCAS city-state of Seattle. Port authorities are standing on high alert, and the Hong Kong Police Force's Special Duties Unit has been engaged to deal with the threat. We go live now to Chief Inspector Crate of the Special Duties Unit, who will be making a statement.
Behind the newscaster, a video window displays the location of your firefight in Victoria Harbor. The camera pans to Chief Inspector Crate. She is surrounded by a swarm of news reporters, but appears unfazed by the attention. She speaks with supreme confidence.
We have yet to ascertain the motive for tonight's attack, but it was clearly a well-planned and coordinated effort. We have already issued an all-points bulletin along with a kill or capture order for the 4 remaining terrorists, and I have instructed the Special Duties Unit to make this manhunt a top priority. If you should see one or more of these individuals, do not attempt to engage them. Instead, tap in the HKPF flash code at the bottom of the screen. If you are on an authorized network and take a picture, our system will automatically identify them in your data stream.
The Decker switches off the newscast and clips her PDA back onto her belt. For a moment, there's no sound but the roar of sewer water rushing through the pipes. Gobbett bends over, hands on her knees, sucking wind. Her rats scurry for a new position.
I thought we were fucked before, but now we are well and truly fucked.
We'll deal with it, Duncan. We always do.
Not this time, Arvin. They've labeled us terrorists, and there's an APB out on us. I've heard this kind of announcement before. I know what comes with it. It doesn't matter if we have anything to do with whatever city-state. They're gonna hunt us down. It's open season.
And the 2 of us will be hunted down right alongside you.
We gotta go deep. Hit the mainland for a while until we can figure this out. Find a hole to crawl into. We've got to get them off the grid too. Way off.
Hey, Lone Star. You got a security license, right? That means you've got a SIN too.
Of course I have an SIN. Would you be able to get paid otherwise? Only criminals and lowlives go sinless.
That means you can be traced, both of you. You get spotted by a drone or a security camera, get ID'd by a retinal scan, or try to use your cred stick or passport, and the HKPF will know just where to find you.
I know how a system identification network number works, runner.
We're gonna have to burn our sins if we're gonna survive this.
You got that right, Seattle. We're just as screwed as you are. Me and Iz, we were listed as your accomplices, and we can't afford for you to get caught. You'll lead them right to us, one way or another. DNA samples, things we've told you, astral residue, I don't know. Cop stuff.
The little Decker looks from you to Wu, eyes narrowed, sizing you up. You can see her make a silent decision before she speaks. Her voice is flat, resigned.
You need to get your sins burned. Delete you from the record books. All of them.
All of them? Whoa, wait a minute. You want us to erase our identities? Beyond the fact that it's insane, will it even work? If we burn our sins, go off the grid like that, won't they just redouble their efforts to find us?
Imagine playing a game of hide and seek with a siren strapped to your head. Would you rather try and hide with the siren, or with the siren conspicuously absent?
Deleting our identities across the entire matrix sounds hard.
It's very difficult. I can't do it. Some people can. Organizations, expert systems.
We gotta ask for help. There's only one person we know who has the kind of pull it takes to burn us in and hide us from the cops. Kindly Chang.
Let me guess. This kindly Chang is some sort of underworld hard-ass?
Like a walnut. She is what's known as a straw sandal. Kind of a middle manager for the Yellow Lotus Syndicate. Their triad, Kindly Chang, controls all the illegal activity in our neighborhood. Smuggling, bootlegging, counterfeiting.
Middle manager? Is the Yellow Lotus a syndicate or a retail outlet?
Do not get the wrong impression. Kindly Chang is no bureaucrat. She controls a good-sized portion of Kowloon's underworld. She has soldiers, resources. She's smart. And she is not to be underestimated.
Taking favors from a woman like Kindly Chang is a good way to get yourself into indentured servitude. You don't want to owe favors to a woman like that. Ideally, you don't want to deal with her at all. That was Nightjar's job.
Nightjar's job? You mean you work with her?
What did we just tell you? She's got her fingers in everything, including brokering shadow runs for the courts. Kindly Chang is our fixer.
Just stay on her good side and you'll have nothing to worry about. Now let's get this done before one of you trips the APB and brings all hell down upon us.
Huh. Let's get this saved. Is what we need. First of all, I think that's first I've saved.
It's a
like
pretty
25
dangerous
minutes.
environment, don't you think?
Yes, it's amazing.
It's about to get way more dangerous.
Tremendous. All right. By the way, we're going to head up here. Just a quick programming note. We have about 100 people in here right now. For those of you who are watching, this is a special event exclusive to Twitch. Harebrained Schemes Studios was kind enough to offer up not only their place, but their writers and staffers and voice actors to do this with us. And so I am joined by Mitch Gittleman, currently off camera, executive producer and writer of this game. Also Ilan, who's playing Gobbet that you just heard. Also, I have with me Trendane, Gray Divick, better known as Benjamin Elaney, and Russ Guberman, voicing other characters in the game as well. If you like all of this, please make sure to follow the stream, support the Patreon, and all that stuff. And thank you all for being here. All right. No saves Iron Man style, no. Two Thumbs, who's not an Iron Man, this guy. Also, Shadowrunner is not Iron Man. Shadowrunners are like, nope, I'm out when I can be out. All right. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. There's nothing in the sewers, huh? Alright. Okay, awesome, Dinabelle. Yes, I will enter the subway system. Sinless. You scramble up a ladder and through an access way where the sewer system spits you out into the Hong Kong Mass Transit Railway System, the MTR. Crossing the rails, you climb up to the platform and into the station. Above you is Heoi, where the Rat Shaman and the Little Decker plan to plead your case to Kindly Chang, the one woman they know who can help you get underground and off the grid fast. But there'll be a price. Chang is a triad boss whose favors tend to come with strings attached. The sounds of a waterfront at night leak down from the stairway to the surface. Peering up the steps, you can catch a glimpse of the night sky, overcast and low. Ooh, welcome. The sewers deposit you into a series of mechanical access ways that eventually link to a system of railway tunnels. Gobbet leads you through 5 or 6 magnetically sealed doors and across several sets of electrified tracks until she indicates you've reached your destination.
This is the MTR station for Haoi. Once you go up those stairs, you'll be in our neighborhood. Kindly Chang runs her operation out of a mahjong parlor called Swift Winds.
There's an APB out on us. How do you expect us to get to this Swift Winds place without taking a bullet?
Haoi is well known as a protected area. Kindly Chang sees to that. It's a shadow community. Smugglers, hijackers, black marketeers. You get the idea. Cops tend to give the place a wide berth.
Police cameras don't last long here. Between the smog and the cloud cover, we shouldn't have to worry about drone surveillance either. The HKPF won't find you. Not if you follow our lead.
Now, here's how this is going to work. You can't get an audience with Chang until we secure you an invitation. So me and Iz will go on ahead and pay our respects. Then we'll request that she see you. Politely.
An audience? What is she, a queen?
As far as you're concerned, yeah. She's the queen of Kowloon. One more thing. Kindly Chang is a dangerous woman. She may seem friendly, but don't let your guard drop. And whatever you do, do not disrespect her.
Observe the shades. I've dealt with dangerous people all my life. I know how to behave myself.
Uh-huh.
You'd better. If you don't, it's all of our asses. Okay. We'll go on ahead and smooth the way. Just give us a few minutes head start.
What if a local recognizes us from that news broadcast, calls the cops?
No one in Haoi calls the cops. Doing that around here is a quick way to get dead.
How do we know you're not just going to bolt on us?
Because we need your sins burned as badly as you do. And we need to figure out a way out of this shit, or we're all dead.
Plus, we could use the muscle right now. Just say it. See you at the mahjong parlor.
The Shadowrunner's footsteps quickly fall away, and then you're alone with Wu. He grunts something unintelligible and begins panther-stalking back and forth again, boot prints of sewer water and muck marking his path on the subway platform behind him. Minutes pass. Wu stops his pacing and runs both hands over his face, groaning a sound of anxiety and disgust. It dissipates and he stands there silently, his hands covering his face and his shoulders shaking with emotion. Then he begins to laugh. It's a laugh that comes from down deep, from the place where fear and frustration and impotence swirl. But the barrier holds. Wu focuses, taking control of his breathing, and his laughter begins to slow. He becomes himself again.
Oh my God, Arvin. Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell are we doing here? How did we get into this? I think I'm gonna lose it.
Go ahead. We're alone. Wu walks to the wall of the subway station silently. He stands there a moment lost in thought, and then his fists explode in a flurry of punches. He hits the wall hard, sending plaster crumbling to the floor at his feet. The orc breathes heavily for a moment, head down, hands on hips, spent.
Carter is dead, Arvin. They fucking ended her. I don't know what I'm gonna do now.
What are you talking about? You crawled out of worse places before you met her.
Maybe. But that was a long time ago, and I had Raymond then.
I get it.
The hell you do. You only saw the beginning. The old man taking us in. handing me my ass until I straightened out. You only saw me straightened out, only started to fly right after you left. Raymond is the one who helped me get into the academy, sat on me until I did my homework, checked on every assignment. Every single assignment. He didn't care if I was a goddamn orc. Raymond, that house, the academy, Carter, I'm throwing it all down the memory hole and burying it deep. You know why? Because we're gonna burn our sins, Arvin. Jesus Christ, do you know what that means? The moment we do that, we're dead. To all the world, we're dead. We're wiped clean. Raymond, the house we grew up in, my career, Carter, all gone. No home, no money, no identity, no nothing. We will be nobody.
We were street kids, Duncan. We're used to being nobody. Just chill.
Chill? What the fuck are you telling me to chill after what just happened? And you aren't losing what I'm about to lose either. Our paths went in different directions a long time ago. You left me behind, goddammit. You left me behind.
You left me behind. Memories flash bright. Suddenly you're back 8 years ago on the street outside of Raymond's house. Just you and Wu. The middle of the night.
Doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doodly-doo.
Diddle-doo, diddle-doo.
You can't just leave like this, Arvin. What am I gonna say to Raymond? You know how he is.
Yeah, I know how he is. Inflexible.
Exactly. We're breaking one of his rules just by being outside the house after curfew. What is so important that you have to run out now, in the middle of the night without telling Raymond? Why?
I've got a friend in a bind, Duncan. That's all I can say about it. I have to go help.
I thought I knew all your friends. I don't like this, Arvin. It sounds like the kind of shit you said we'd leave behind. Look, whatever's going on, I can tell you one thing. Raymond will not approve.
I know. Why do you think I'm sneaking out? I'll be back before the weekend. You remember the look on Duncan's face as you walked away. The events that followed were a blur, one that you don't care to remember. 3 days later, you were behind bars in a private corporate prison. No interrogation, no charges, no appeal. Years later, some corporation bought some other corporation, and the new board of directors pushed through some sort of reform agenda, and the higher-ups gave an order, and then you were out, with a few $100 million to your name, and one scary-as-hell non-disclosure agreement ensuring your silence. Not that it mattered to you anymore. You were starting fresh, determined. Until Raymond tracked you down, left you that voicemail, brought you to Hong Kong, and back together with Duncan Wu. You realize that Wu's been staring at you.
Now let's hear it. What the hell? Where the hell have you been all this time? Why didn't you contact me? At least to tell me you were alive.
I wanted to, Duncan, but I was locked up tight. Corporate black site, no communication.
No shit. Oh, fuck. I had no idea.
A range of emotions play across Wu's face. He stares at the ground for some time before finally looking back up at you with a heavy sigh.
Wow. I don't know how to process that one right now. I don't know. If we're still alive tomorrow, we can talk more. This shit is too much. We're marooned on this island, hunted by the cops. My partner is dead, Raymond is missing, and we're about to go see a crime lord about erasing our goddamned identities. And, as a bonus, our only allies are a pair of tiny criminals who would kill us if they could, so they didn't have to deal with us. Oh. Listen, Arvin. Back in the Barrens, whenever I was out of control, you just handled the situation, remember? With Carter gone, I'm a raw nerve. I'm afraid I'm gonna slip back and people are gonna start getting hurt again.
I got your back, Duncan. He stares at you hard, like he's trying to see something inside your head.
We'll see. Just don't press it. I need time to get used to you. Now let's go meet this triad woman and get our damn sins burned. I want to rip off that bandage as fast as I can.
Hell yeah.
And scene.
And scene. Let me save it quick. And let me spend this karma. Spend karma. What am I going to spend karma on? Chat knows what I'm going to spend karma on. Charisma, because I want more conversation options. Although, actually, that's a lot of conversation. Wow, that's a lot. No, you know what? Damn it. Courage of my convictions. Conversation options. I want conversation options. All right. All right, let's see what we got. The waterfront. Okay. Heoi, a makeshift boat city latched into the Kaitak riverfront like a parasite. Behind you, a massive snarl of dark and derelict high-rises dominates the horizon. The walled city. Nice. Wait a minute. Someone to talk to. Frederick Kai. Let's see. Russ, let me put you on Frederick.
Okie doke. That's close enough, friend. The club is members and invites only. I suggest you just move along.
Come on, man. My friends are already inside. Can't I just go look around for a second?
No.
Let me try that again. One more time. Okay. All right. Let's try.
Like I said, members only. Fuck off.
Triad card. Let's see. Since you've been playing guards, Mitch, you want to take this one?
The entrance to the walled city is closed to foreigners.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's sure.
All right. So, that said...
He seems to have the courage of his convictions.
I thought my convictions would have so much more courage for them. All right. Let's take a look at... oh, yeah. Let me use the intercom, but then I'll zoom back over where I'm supposed to go. A massive steel security door is set into a bunker-like concrete wall. There's no sign or identification of what this place is. A battered intercom is encased in a cage of welded steel and armored glass. Grainy letters are barely readable on the screen. Chrome Alley, medical services and mechanical repair, premises protected by deadly weapons and infectious diseases. That's awesome, but I don't need that right now. That's cool. Now I want to go find this kindly Chang person. I know, yeah, right, Rob. 0 for 2, I know. At some point, my charisma will work.
It's going to be great.
The charisma is going to be awesome. Also, I'm going to take this boat. No. The insulation of these heavy wires is cracked. They buzz and crackle occasionally as stray drips from the awning strike them. Nice. Ooh, straight down. Oh, it is a, yes, a boat. Sort of, maybe. Oh, there it is. Come on, pathing. Don't fail me now. I gotta go around. Okay. There we go. So, just gonna go in this mahjong parlor. The Swift Wings mahjong parlor, filled with the stink of cigarette smoke, the incessant click-clack of mahjong tiles, and the grim faces of hardened gamblers. All right. Hello, everyone. Oh, I think, Russ, this is you. Yep. All right, you're on, sir. You could feel every eye in the room as you crossed the mahjong parlor to the middle-aged woman sitting patiently at its end. The click-clack of ivory-colored tiles stops. Hands stray beneath tables into jacket pockets behind backs. The woman has the face of a prison guard and the demeanor of an inmate. Her salt and pepper hair is pulled into an iron-hard bun, and beneath it 2 shiny black eyes offer nothing. Buttons sewn on a doll. A nearly empty bottle of something foul rests on her mahjong table, nestled between a pair of dirty shot glasses. Tiny puddles of brown linger at their bottoms. Gobbet and Isabel stand on the other side of the table, heads lowered, shoulders slumped, hands clasped. They risk a frightened glance at you as you approach.
My little pair of fuck-ups here told me all about what happened on the docks. How two of my best runners had their heads put out. How you need protection, and how you need to get your identities wiped before you get your heads put on too. Potentially leading the head to my front door, placing me and everyone in my employ in danger. So wise. So very, very wise.
Oh, we're sorry, Auntie. We thought...
You mustn't speak until you are spoken to, Goblet dear. And since you are the one short hair away from being dumped in the river, chained to Isbot's corpse, I suggest you let your new friends here do the talking for a while. Does that make sense to you, dear?
Yes, Auntie.
Very good. You learn so quickly.
Gobbet kept a very cool head in a tense situation, but she's the one who let us out of the police ambush. Gobbet's eyes dart from you to the Triad boss and back again. A thin trickle of perspiration slides from beneath the ropes of her hair. Kindly Chang slowly turns, directs her attention to you.
I count little Gobbet here among my most resourceful runners, but I admit it's good to have outside validation from time to time.
The look of gratitude from the young rat shaman is deeply sincere and exceedingly brief.
And now that you've shared that valuable little tidbit, perhaps you would be so kind as to keep your fucking mouth shut until you're spoken to. Can you do that for me? I do appreciate it, dear. Now, my darling, I understand from little rat shit here that you came from Seattle to meet with my client, Mr. Black.
Wu's jaw tightens at the word client.
But before you could find him, the HKPF started splattering gray matter everywhere, and everything went to shit. And now you need your sins burned so that you could disappear before you end up dead too. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Why don't we start with you telling me who you are?
Call me Thundercake.
Oh, you've already chosen a street name. How prescient of you. Thundercake. It's a good name. Has real character.
Yeah, good job, Chet.
Now, what's your real name? I mean, you do want me to erase your identities, don't you, dear? I'll need to know who you are first.
Arvin. I'm a shaman.
Ah, like young Gobbet here. And how did you become a shaman, Arvin Thundercake?
I picked it up young. I've been in the cooler for a few.
Still can't believe it.
Kindly Chang whips her head towards Wu, a nasty retort already on her lips. But then she stops, sticks out her lower lip as she sizes him up. She turns to her lieutenant standing behind her, nodding her approval.
Looks like the gun show is in town. What's your name, gun show?
Duncan Wu. I'm a cop. Lone Star.
I hear there were some fresh corpses found on the docks tonight. Smugglers, I believe. Didn't sound like the Hong Kong police when I heard about it. You're doing Duncan Wu?
I identified myself as Lone Star, but they wouldn't stand down. They had weapons. It was self-defense.
I don't care, sweetie. They weren't my people. But now I know you're a life-taker, Mr. Gun Show. You and your friend here. But now I'm curious. Why were you meeting Raymond Black on the docks tonight?
Raymond Black is our foster father.
Interesting. Sorry, kids. He was looking like shit when I saw him. Eyes half open, dark circles around them, dragging his feet, the whole bit. Your foster daddy was in a bad place.
Sounds like he wasn't sleeping.
Could be. From what he said, I sounded like he was having nightmares. He wouldn't stop in the middle of the sentence, muttering something to himself. One time it was about the walls breathing or something. Another time it was about teeth. Thousands of teeth. I remember him drifting off near the end of our meeting. It looked like he was off somewhere else in his head. He said, I left prosperity in there. Then Nightjar put his hand on Mr. Black's shoulder. Asked him why he wanted to go into the walled city so badly. That seemed to bring him back. When your old man opened his eyes, they were full of tears. And he muttered something else I couldn't make out. Your daddy got really irritating after a while.
What do you think it means?
I have no fucking clue. Alright, let's get to it. You two need your sins burned, and you need them burned fast. Hong Kong dragnets are bad news. When they roll in force. Armored personnel carriers, heavy armor, heavy weapons, sorcerers, the whole thing. And they aren't coming to arrest you. The good news is, I can help you. With a wave of my hand, I can have your sins disappear. But you need to understand, my darlings, is that what you're asking for is not a simple request. Burning a sin isn't just deleting a number. It's wiping all reference to that number from all the world's largest databases. It's masking your mugshot in their facial recognition database so that the first camera you walk past doesn't bring them down on you like a ton of bricks. It's covering a fucking track so that the act of burning your sin doesn't lead them right to us. It requires contacts in numerous corporations and the UCAS government. It requires someone like moi. Therefore, I need to make a choice. Do I kill you and dispose of your bodies before the cops come looking for you? Or do I help you burn your sins?
You may want to think about your rep as a fixer. 2 of your runners were taken down by the cops, and you have no idea why.
So clever. So very clever.
Thank you.
Yes, I have been placed in a delicate situation, haven't I? Regardless, that's the situation, whether you're alive or you're sucking dirt.
She stares at you for a long moment, chin still on hand, thinking. Taps her ash on the floor without taking her eyes off of you.
You live. You're clever, and I like that. I'll put your sins to the torch. However, I need to call in several valuable favors within my network to do it, and those favors do not come cheap. You will owe me.
What do you want us to do?
I want you to deliver a message for me to a business associate in the walled city. The Yellow Lotus has a strong presence inside. Even Isabel can tell you about it, can't you, dear? Isabel grew up in the walled city.
They collect taxes for the corporations, extort protection money from shopkeepers, run drugs, guns, people. They hurt people.
We do these things, yes. But to be fair, we also operate the walled city's black market. You might not be alive today if it weren't for the lifeline that we provide.
Isabel clams up tight.
There is a red pole, a sort of enforcer, yes? On the inside. His name is Strangler Bao. Bao's a strong man, a good soldier, but he has forgotten his place. And I need you to remind him.
Let me guess. By remind him, you mean put a bullet in his head.
No. If I wanted him dead, I would have said so. Don't jump to conclusions. You aren't any good at it. This is my message for Bao. You will deliver it to him in my name, and then return to me. Remember, Thunder Cake, Bao's men are my men. By right, they should be serving me. I would prefer if you did this quietly and without killing them. I have no use for dead soldiers. One of you will go with these two Westerners to the walled city, help them locate Bao, show them the ropes. The other will remain here with me. I have several menial and degrading tasks that need doing around the establishment. No matter who goes and who stays, you'll both pay for bringing an APB to my doorstep.
Yes, Auntie.
Yes, Auntie.
Now, I'm going to find out who ordered the hit on Nightjar and do some dentistry on him with power tools. That boy was my favorite. He sang to me sometimes. That other one, I don't care about. Gutshot was an asshole. That will be all, my darlings. Return to me when you are done.
I know where this is going. One last question, Auntie?
Why not? Apparently I'm feeling generous today.
What do you think happened to Raymond and got your Shadowrunners killed?
I don't know.
Nice.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, let's pause if you guys are good so far. Chat, I hope you guys are enjoying this. We're holding at 100 and have been for a while. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am. This is awesome. I'm having lots of fun. I hope that the HBS folks are too. This again is a special stream from Harebrained Schemes Studios in Seattle. I am very, very fortunate to have been asked to be a part of this and to assemble the incredible voice talent that you hear, including some of the HBS people mentioned. Alon to my left playing Gobbet, Mitch off camera playing all guards and policemen and all authority figures, also having written a lot of them as well. I am playing, of course, the main character and the narrator. We have Isabel played by Benjamin Elaney, Gray Divick on chat. We have Trendane playing Duncan Wu. We have Russ Guberman playing Mr. Jack Burton and also playing Kindly Chang. If you guys like what you see in here, please make sure to follow the channel. Please make sure to support the Patreon if you can as well. And please make sure to go get this game. One of the reasons that I love this game is I love the writing of the Shadowrun games. I always have. As you guys know, I'm a writer and I admire good writing, and that's what we're getting from these folks. So we will be on with you a little bit longer, and hopefully you are enjoying this, and we'll follow all the things and do all that stuff. So, okay. With that said, I'm going to spend some goddamn karma. This time I'd like to spend it actually on some gunplay, because I need something to actually shoot stuff. Good, I'm glad, Tokens. Yeah, thank you guys so much for showing up, chat, by the way. Thank you all so much for spreading the word. This has been great. I am going to spend some money on the rifle. Although, yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. See, 1 point left. Oh, and I do get one of these. Cool. I wanted to have at least something on pistol. Wonderful. Okay. Now we're going to save it. Cool. Whoops. Hey, what's up, 180? Yeah, and hello to everybody again. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to interact with chat as much as I would normally, but as you all can tell, this is kind of a different deal than normal, so that's why. But I appreciate everyone being here. And so now we're going to check out the waterfront. There's stuff to buy, I assume, in the waterfront? There's like a...
You can, yeah.
You can, okay.
Not everything is available at this.
Gotcha, okay. Oh, that's true. I guess we could also just lead off the run. Maybe I'll go do... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the run. Which means I need to go all the way over here and up here. Yeah, they did rework the skill tree. I noticed that. It looks kind of cool. I think the reason I like it, Messiah, is because it's set up more clearly. Like I can kind of see how everything is at once laid out, as opposed to having to like drill down, drill down, drill down. I know there's a few people who didn't like it as much. I actually prefer this way myself. Okay, let's see. I was in Mitch's absence. I'll play the guard here. Auntie Chang said you'd be coming. You could pass.
Uh-huh.
Okay, choosing your team. Well, okay, we're bringing Duncan, obviously. So, this is a tough call because I think I've got to bring Isabel, and the reason... Oh, actually, wait, can I bring both of them? I can bring both of them.
Nope, you were grayed out.
One of the other one, okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to bring Isabel, and the reason is because I am a shaman. So, sorry, well, it's less speaking for you, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
Okay, is this fourth person someone I could buy? Could I hire a fourth, or is it just not?
No,
okay.
just the two of you.
Arvin Elron and Harebrained Schemes do not condone slavery.
Oh, goodness. City of Darkness. Kowloon Walled City. The most densely populated spot on Earth. Nearly 40,000 people crammed into 7 acres of chaos, poverty, disease, and vice. A self-contained city that collects no taxes and provides no city services. Stagnant water sits in temporary wells. Trash lies piled on roofs for controlled burns. Improvised structures lean dangerously over populated areas. Sounds like the Bronx. It's the ideal breeding ground for all manner of illicit trade. Drugs, gambling, black market trade, metahuman trafficking, and everything in between. The only law is triad law. And now you need to enter this septic system of a city. Find a triad enforcer named Strangler Bao and deliver a message from kindly Chang. Alright. I have no equipment in stash, so this is a very, very easy loadout. And now I attack the darkness with magic missile. Yes, Eric.
I attack the darkness!
I'll just see if I'm getting drunk.
Yeah. Are there girls there?
There are girls there. Foul, oily water rains down from above, mixes with the filth and offal and swill of the streets, turns it into a flowing slurry of unrecognizable sewage. In the distance, the sounds of back-alley activity add to the ambiance at your arrival. Breaking glass, the crackling hiss of a garbage fire, faint screams of terror punctuated by the occasional gunshot. Sex and business and violence and misery blended into one.
Raymond said that prosperity is in the walled city, but I don't see it. Why the hell would he want to set one foot in this place?
Who knows? You'd have to be insane to travel to the walled city. As I think we said, it's the worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Maybe the worst in the world. Can't believe I grew up here.
Sorry to have to drag you back.
You could have brought Gobbet instead. I would have been cool with that. There was a market over there when I was a kid. Might not be a bad place to start.
I thought you knew where to find this Strangler Bao.
I do. We need to get into the Lotus Den. That's what Bao calls the little island of control that he's carved out for himself here. It's a stupid name, but it's stuck. We'll have guards posted at every entrance, but we might be able to find a way around them. Through the market, that's what Kindly would prefer.
No, they probably aren't expecting anyone to come in force. We could kick in the door, drop the guards, hand over the message, and get the hell out.
Kindly doesn't want them dead. She wants them to remember where their loyalties lie. It's tough to remember much of anything when you've got a bullet in your head. I mean, we could kill them if you really wanted to. Technically, Bao's the only one that has to live, but I'd rather keep Auntie Chang happy than piss her off again.
This group's safety is my biggest concern. We don't need to risk our necks for a bunch of triad thugs.
I like the way you think. I want out of this place as fast as possible.
Damn right. Let's do this.
I just had this image of him using her as like the fastball special, you know, the Wolverine thing he just throws at someone. Do not kill any Yellow Lotus. Duncan and Isabel must survive. Alright. Alright, let me save it before we do that. Actually, wait. Since there's a million here anyway. Alright. Down with Bao! Yeah.
Should be fine.
Okay, market. I love the detail. A lot of the reviews that I've read have already talked about that. The detail, but the art is just really, really nice.
Thanks.
Did you do any on-location research for this?
I wish.
Yeah.
We did on internet
Yeah.
a lot of searches, and we have a small team of Hong Kong advisors who live there.
Cool. I don't know if you saw, there was one a person on Steam who commented, don't get this game if you want to know what Hong Kong is really like. It's nothing like this. And people were like, this is Shadowrun Hong Kong in the future, right? Like not
2056.
Right, don't think that this is 2015 Hong Kong. Like,
it turns out, the Seattle in 2056 doesn't really look very much like
I was just going to
either.
say that, yeah. This isn't Seattle. A bedraggled old woman looks up from her sewing at the sound of your approach. You want to take this one?
Sure. Clothing. I have good quality clothing for sale.
Ever heard anyone say prosperity is in the walled city?
Prosperity? I don't know what that means.
What's the news here? Anything interesting?
Interesting here? No. Nothing changes here. Nothing changes. Strangler Bao is the big man now. He is very important, very impatient. You know that.
Love to meet him.
Well, he requested a suit, and it only took 1 day longer than expected. The bastard refused to accept it. You see your friend Bao. You tell him that he still owes me for my time. I don't sew for nothing. You can't eat air.
We'll get right on that.
You see that you do. Now, what else do you want?
I want to walk away. Later, lady. Alright. So, everybody likes this guy. By which we mean nobody likes him. Alright? Good to know. You are going to tell me we're Strangler... Oh, bloodied woman. What? I sense a side quest. A young woman lies on the ground. She's a bloody mess. Streaks and spatters of crimson crisscross her blouse and mat her hair. Judging by the quality of her clothing and the bag on her shoulder, you'd make her out as a student. She's as out of place here as a librarian would be in a game of urban brawl. She struggles to move, but she's clearly exhausted. The dark circles under her eyes tell you that she hasn't slept in days. When the woman sees you heading her way, her face hardens. You see her hand slip into her jacket pocket, but as she studies your faces, the fear in her eyes gives way to curiosity. Sure.
Well,
Yeah, you can totally
I'm
do it.
all over the place. You guys don't look like you're from around here.
That's right. We're out-of-towners.
Cool. That's cool. Predators. I'm okay, though. The blood's theirs. Thought I'd rest here for a minute before I got back to work.
Work? You're here on a job?
No, school. I'm a student at HKU. Here to do some research. Gotta finish before I can leave.
This place is dangerous. What are you doing here alone?
I wasn't alone. Not until a few days ago. I've been living with a family in one of the inner blocks for the last couple months, working on my master's thesis.
What happened to the family?
I'm not 100% sure. The mother? She worked in a dive bar as a hostess. The father was a handyman. They never really went anywhere. Didn't have the money to. I woke up one day and the whole family was gone. Just gone. I squatted in their place a while, but then some people started coming around eyeing the place. I figured I should get out, finish my research as fast as I could, and head back to campus. Then I got sick.
What kind of research would you do in a place like this?
My thesis is about feng shui in the sixth world. This was the right place to do it, the only place to do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
What does feng shui have to do with a slum?
Everything, I think. Absolutely everything. Rich people hire geomancers to design the interiors of their homes, to attune them just right to achieve balance and harmony. The poor have nothing like that. Leave a slum to fester long enough and you get this. I think that the negative feng shui of this place is like this affects the people who live here. That it changes them in a fundamental way. Makes them less capable of breaking the cycle and getting out. That's what I'm here to prove. Before the awakening, people thought of feng shui as a philosophical system. Now, in the sixth world, it's more than that. It's actually a form of magic. The whole thing revolves around qi, the invisible life energy that binds every person and thing together. It's very real here in Hong Kong. Nobody knows the reason why. Maybe it's the only real because people believe that it is. The important thing is, it's a measurable, quantifiable phenomenon. There's an entire industry that's grown up around it.
So, how's the chi in this place?
It's wrong. All wrong. The feng shui in the walled city is completely screwed. I mean, look at the place. You can feel it, right?
I felt that something was wrong the minute we walked in. That chi, huh?
Qi needs to flow. Positive feng shui allows that to happen. If qi gets pent up and trapped, it goes sour. That's what's happening here. You know, I hate to admit it, but I could use some help. I started running, well, I guess you could call it an experiment of sorts. Nothing conclusive. Just a few quick trials to support my hypothesis before going into hardcore data gathering mode. There are only a few things left to do. If you could finish them for me, I could get out of here. Please, follow the notes on this sheet.
Oh, just say what it is you need us to do.
I need you to make adjustments to the area's feng shui. My notes will tell you how. The goal is to remove sources of friction and to record the results. My hypothesis is that even small adjustments can have a measurable impact on qi flow. If I'm right, it should improve, and life here should get just a little bit better.
I'll see what I can do. Repair the walled city. Alright.
This should be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be no problem at all.
Yeah.
Chat's totally with me, right? Should have no issues whatsoever in repairing an entire walled city. What? What one's yours? Step off. Oh, this area?
Yeah.
Alright, what if I stand right in front? What if I...
I like to think he's talking about the bike.
Yeah.
Oh, the bike.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was just declaring his territory. I didn't see that. This area is mine. Okay. Let's see. It's another merchant. Let's see. Go ahead, Mitch. You can be merchant.
Sure I can. Look at these beauties. Very valuable. Very pretty.
Ever heard anyone say prosperity is in the walled city?
No. That's not something someone would say around here.
I don't think I'm going to ask him how could you stand this place. Let me see what you're selling. Okay. Oh, I have 600 million. Well, all right. Let's get.
That would be for Gabe. Oh, you are a shaman.
I am a
That's
shaman.
right.
I can use this one, so I can already summon that though. Actually, but probably not force 3 though. All right, I'm going to get one. I normally wouldn't do that, but I think it's worth just for fun. Okay. Stand back. Arv's trying science. Exactly.
Anything else?
See you around.
If I see you first.
Let me explain something. Okay.
Get off my lawn.
Aha! Wires are sparking dangerously just for the doorway. I'll patch the worn-out wire coating. The quick patch job as some nearby waste rubber leaves the wire safe once more. Ah! Haha! Feng Shui achieved! Partly. See, guys, this is just like when you get the thing in Brookstones and you start working on Feng Shui. Oh, boy. I see combat incoming. I see the lines and I'm immediately like, spider sense tingling. This market stall has been picked clean, its owner replaced by a pool of dried blood. By the way, you guys haven't noticed, but while we've been doing this, they've been coming up with other possibilities for what this represents, like Shadowrun Baltimore, Shadowrun Camden.
In the yard.
Yep. Pile of filthy rags lies heaped on the ground, a man's shirt encrusted with dried blood and grime. Swelling sensation behind your eyes tells you that something is bound to the cloth, a spirit of some kind. You could use your abilities to beckon it out of the rags if you wanted to. Hell yeah, bring it forth.
Rope.
Bring it forth!
Should be fine.
The air above the bloody rags shimmers. Slowly, something close to man-shaped coalesces into being. A soft voice echoes out from deep inside, as if it began somewhere else. Oh my god, it's the Boar Queen. Who do I want for this? You know what? Well, no, because there's going to be speaking with Trendane. All right, Russ, why don't you cover this, man? You are a forlorn spirit, sir.
What is this? Where am I?
You've shed your body. You're a spirit now.
Spirit? I am... How?
You don't know what happened?
I was pushed out of my shop, hurled through alleys. The Bow and his men, I wouldn't pay them. I wouldn't accept their protection. Proud. I was too proud. They tore me apart, butchered me like a duck. It
searches the sky, the ground, tearing at the memories inside itself. As it relives its own death, a network of deep cuts opens in its waxy skin, splattering black ichor on the ground. The cold light within it grows brighter. It pulses up the thing's throat and into its mouth, forcing its jaw to unhinge like a snake's. A burning radiance pours out of the spirit's mouth like vomit, splattering to the ground in an ectoplasmic flood of anger and despair. Maybe you can help us.
Help! I can.
You can get us past Bow's guards into the walled city, so we can find him.
I had a friend, smuggler, animals. He had a space, hidden, secret.
Yes, spirit. Tell me about the secret space.
An entrance in the sub-levels. A chute, a door, red paint, numbers 5, 4, 6, 5, 5, 4, 6, 5.
Thank you, spirit.
5, 4, 6, 5. Did you get that? 5, 4, 6.
I say.
54, 65.
That was really awesome. Then you had to ruin it with 8, 6, 7, 5, 3.
I got it.
Nice work. All right. Okay, cool. So we've got the stealth mode is working. Now we got to get to the sub levels. But before we do that, more feng shui. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Walk this way. Oh wait, those are the guards. No. No. We're not going to do that. We're going to go to the sub levels. There's no area map, right? In this.
That's correct. No.
Okay. Let's see. Where would I find a sub level? I guess I could at least talk to the guards. Oh no. You know what? That's dumb. I'm going to search down here. I'm going to talk to the guards, and then all of a sudden there's going to be gunshots. That's how that's going to go down. I just need to figure out how to get the sub-levels. Music is just so good. So good, the music. Wait a second, is that a ladder? Damn it, it should be just flavor text. I see a ladder. Oh, wait.
That's how you came in.
That's how I came in? Oh, yeah. Damn it. But it's sub.
It
is sub something. Alright, let's try going off to the right then. And as with previous games, you can't flip, you can't pivot the map, right?
No, it's actually a 2D game.
Really?
Yeah. It's an illusion.
I guess that, okay.
A very pretty illusion.
It really is. And these are all, I know that there was one person who posted about that the lettering was like authentic, and they had the,
Yeah, my co-director on the game and the art director of the game, his mom is Chinese.
Oh.
And so it was really helpful to have her
I'll bet, yeah.
input. Yeah.
That's awesome. Here we go. Oh boy. You come upon a heavily muscled triad soldier screaming at a bearded old man holding a bleeding nose. The punk wags a cheap disposable cred stick in the old man's face. Mitch as enforcer as usual.
This?
The bright plastic case would look cheerful if it weren't smeared with blood.
This isn't enough. You've got two options, old man. You can find a way to pay me all the money, or you can drag your bony ass deeper into the wall. Find a spot for yourself there with the pimps and the predators. They should find a nice use for you. Your choice.
Ben, how about you handle this?
It's not fair. I can't just pack up and leave. I've been living here 22 years, and I...
Is this how it's gonna be? Fine by me.
Oh! What?
Gonna leave a mark.
You son of a... Alright. He's out cold. Punk! And I bet that's how you get to the sun. Yeah, the lower levels. Nice, okay. First, we're going to see about any feng shui over here. These tires have been set aflame and have been burning for some time. The smell is awful. Alright, so much for that idea. I put the tires out and feng shui. Alright, let me go up here. We pick up whatever this is. Oh, wait! Pick up the bucket of sand. Use the bucket of sand to extinguish light torch. You may be eaten by a grue.
Yes. My first video game. After Pong.
Yeah. These tires, okay. Pour the bucket of sand to the flames. Flames are still beneath the dirty sand and soil from the bucket. Yeah, I repaired the wall city too. Now, can I go in and do this, and when I come out I still have time to do the other one? Okay. Because I want to make sure I don't lose out on feng shui.
Yeah, cool.
I think that was kitty litter, actually.
Damn it, Duncan. Alright. Lower level time. Oh, nice. I love the idea of a sub-city. I always have. Alright, I'm going to save that. Save them in the same place. City of Darkness.
City of Darkness.
Mitch is busy being an Asian woman newscaster, a strange life choice. I thought he was very credible.
It's 2015 now. Come on.
Yeah. Very, very credible. Okay. That's okay. That's the door panel to get in, so I'll deal with that in a second. Oh, there's another door. Oh, man. No one told me that there'd be multiple door panels.
Trevor!
Maggots churn within stews of unidentifiable ingredients. Delicious. No, I don't want to deal with gun runners right now. Let me try that first. The door has been secured by a series of heavy bars with old motors to retract them. A stained and soiled keypad has been set into the door frame. He prepares to enter a door code as the spirit's memory comes back to him.
54465.
Yes! He gains a karma. Thanks, spirit. Whoa, my god, what the hell's that? Oh, hellhounds. You know what? I'm going to summon a spirit and I'm going to get the hell out. And yeah. Wait, oh no, not you. I thought it was him. Oh. Shoot. Party foul. Alright, well, I'll get here and then I'll attack from here. Darn it. Okay. That's me. Alright, you get there. I hit you. Ooh, I can't. I thought I could. Alright, I wish I could put him on Overwatch. I will... No, I'll leave you there for now. You... Let's have you take a couple of shots.
Oh.
Kabow! And let's have you get to cover now. On that side. Lovely, and... Yeah, I'll just leave you there for now. Oh! Why would you... My water thing is right there. Why would you...
on fire!
I'm on fire.
Fire!
This oven's on fire! Alright, I'm going to... No. You know what I'm going to do then?
Yeah.
That's going to hit everybody. Aim. Alright. Duncan. Actually, wait. Can you heal? Can't heal. Wrong guy. Alright. How long does that flame stay on?
Some health packs.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one. How long does that?
I think it's gonna be on at least a full turn.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Aimed shot. Still can't get him because line of sight. Let me try to deal with this guy first and see if I can take him out here. Ball of lightning.
Oh.
I just want to see what it's like.
Yeah.
85%. There you go. And. Nice. Okay.
Nice, done.
So what about the spirit control mechanism? Is that different this time? Like, is it?
There are different types. So you have those fetishes that you have in your backpack. Those work the same as our previous games,
Okay.
where you have to, gamble for control over them. What you're finding here in the world are shrine spirits, and they're new.
And those are not control.
Right. They only will stick around, as you'll see, for a very short time. They're more powerful than the spirits in your pocket, but they only last a very short time.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I like that. Okay. Oh, he's asleep. Nice.
Yeah, you stunned.
Well, this is good timing then. Do I dare take a chance? I'm gonna take a chance. Hey, oh wait, that's the one shot I had. Damn it! Messing up. Pressure in front of the company. All right. I'll take a chance with you, and I do have one to be able to shoot you. All right. Aimed shot at a sleeping dog. God damn it.
Yeah.
92% chance. I note that I'm shooting right over Isabel's head. I just want that to be clear.
Well, she's a dwarf.
Yeah.
Bada bing.
How? Yes,
right.
happy birthday, Shadow Mage, by the way. Happy birthday.
Right
Okay,
over
best
there.
one ever. Best person ever. Nice. Pick up. Picking up. 72 million. Alright. And then this is to enter the Lotus Den. Nice. Alright, let's do it. Oh, wait. No. Let's save it first. Then we do that. I am a long time... My chat calls me a save scummer, which is completely unfair. It's
yeah.
just totally... It's called being
Totally
save smart.
Unfair.
Save
Accurate,
smart.
but unfair.
Accurate, but totally unreasonable.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. Also, how is his health?
There. Just.
Oh. Can I do? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You just.
I just want to see it. Oh, okay. How do I see his actual health?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. 30, 30. Okay. 50 out of 50. Okay, fine. Lovely. All right, let's do it. All right. This looks perfectly safe.
Yeah, should be fine.
All right, let's try to get here. That's where I'm going. I feel like that direct approach is, well, we'll see. I've already avoided some bloodshed, presumably, by... The door has been sealed with a factory-fresh maglock. High-sec keypad has been set into the frame. As he once again remembers the code that will certainly work again.
5, 4, 6. What was it? What? 5.
5465. Are you sure, Spirit?
You go up into your PDA.
I wrote it down.
Damn it, Spirit!
Yeah, click that.
54. It's Spirit. It was 5465.
Totally.
That's not it. Okay, I had a feeling it wasn't going to be the same one. All right. Too bad. So sad. I got to find a code. I guess I shouldn't. I continue to love the fact that in Dragonfall, I think it was Dragonfall, the password to that one thing was admin.
Yeah.
When I actually entered that and it worked, I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
It's the best thing
funny.
ever. Exactly, Eric.
Life imitates art or whatever, vice versa.
Exactly, Jenny. What was your number again? Spirit, please.
5.
No, I'm just kidding. Not this time.
Just 5.
Okay, here we go. A vending machine. This SimSense machine has been left unlocked for restocking. There's a packaged data chip still in the tray. Hell yeah, I'm still in the chip. SimSense chip. What does that mean? Someone might pay to take it off your hands. Oh, okay. So it's a source of money. I'm happy with that. That's locked. I can't get in there yet. This is creepy. A door.
I'm sure there are no hellhounds behind that.
I know. No, I mean, why would there be?
Save scum.
Yeah.
You rebel scum.
You rebel save scum. Boom! Aha! Nothing. Instead, there's clearly something awesome. 64 in the end. Nice. Just as I suspected. I wrote it down, Belger, I wrote it down, but I can't keep material things. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, rooftops I will go back to if I need to. Is there something over here? They're like, maybe this way. Oh my gosh, this is the best. You guys need to come with me and play with me all before. Ah, Strangler Bow's code.
Yeah,
I found the code. Just hanging out in the bathroom.
Bow's middle-aged now.
Alright, enter a key code. This one, I'll handle this one, Spirit. 6, 3.
Have you considered 5 false?
You know what I like a lot is the numbers 4, 5, 4, 6, 5. Aha! Strangler Bow, I presume.
Yeah, you'll need a dude for this.
Alright, Strangler Bow. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, nice. Okay, let's see. Oh, Strangler Bow. Who do I want to give this to? I feel like I'm going to give this to Trendane, although I'm concerned that you're going to be like talking back and forth between yourself and Wu, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just make sure this will be a good challenge. You need another gravelly voice, sir. A large man in his 50s stands waiting, his heavily tattooed arms held in a fighter's stance. His bone structure is heavy. Corded muscle stands out in his arms and chest. In his youth, he must have been enormous. He doesn't talk so much as emit a low rumble.
I don't know how you got in here, but you've got my attention.
Candygram for Strangler Bow, much love kindly, Chen. I'm gonna do that, it's too good.
You're funny. I don't do funny. So you, some sort of message from Chang? I can't wait to hear how you mangle it. You speak Cantonese so well. But before I hear it, I have a little message for her too. Oh God.
My message is made of phlegm.
And next one is going to be to do the engines of the Imperial Star Destroyer.
You kindly tell Chang that her operations are done in the walled city. Strangler Bow has given himself a promotion. And tell her if she sends any more errand boys to visit with another message, Strangler Bow is going to send him back in a box. You think you can tell her that, errand boy? Should I write it down for you in English?
I'm so tempted to go, can I call you Strangler? We just want to hang out, play some video games, do triad stuff. No, but I don't want, I actually am trying to avoid killing him, so I'm going to slap the stick, listen to the message, and I'll be gone, okay?
I don't get to hear you butcher the message? Oh, I'm sad.
He grabs a small plastic drive from her hand, slots it into his trid player.
Mr. Bao, as everyone knows, you are a man of swift action. I respect that. And because of that respect, I will get right to the point. I know where your money is coming from. I know that you have friends working for straw sandals like myself. They have been siphoning funds from their organizations. I know about the noodle shop that you launder the money through. I have tasted their broth, and I found it wanting. You've been stealing from the Yellow Lotus, glorifying yourself with revenue that we have earned, and I have files to prove it.
Bao's eyes widen and his files begin to flit across the screen. Receipts, bank reports, personal communications between himself and his men. Kindly Chang continues speaking, smooth and casual.
Now, in light of our recent conflict, you might be wondering why I'm keeping this information to myself. Why haven't I exposed you so that you could be dragged from your Lotus Den by the balls and slowly roasted on a rotisserie spit? In truth, I respect your ambition. You have a lot to learn about candor and loyalty, but I believe that you still have value. I'm still willing to work with you. However, in order for that to happen, we need to come to an understanding about the nature of our partnership. I own you, Bao. You and all of your men. You are my fucking playthings. Dolls to twist and pose as I see fit. I'm in this position because I'm far better at this than you, and it's time that you learned it. Accept what I'm telling you, and we can get back to business, prosper together. But if you continue your little rebellion, I will mail tiny pieces of you to your children and take their picture as they open the package. You have 24 hours to return to the fold. If you aren't here, licking my heels by then, the information will be released and you will become food for fish. Your choice, Bao. 24 hours.
The message winks out. Strangler Bao turns away from the screen slowly. His skin is ashen.
Get out. And tell Miss Chang to expect me at Swift Winds tomorrow. Tomorrow morning.
I will. Thank you for your time.
Go. Just go.
You noticed the teddy bear.
I know, I do. That teddy bear is pretty awesome.
Favorite part.
Now I'm just going to stand staring at him with a big grin. I'm like, oh.
There are actually 3 children stuffed inside. Sorry.
Right?
Stop Googling my bear.
Stop looking at my bear. Oh, man. Okay, cool. So we're going to leave the same way that we came in. We're going to do the Feng Shui, get back, and then it'll be just about good to wrap up. Although I need to bring everybody who's doing this with me. This is the most fun ever. Seriously. Everyone travel with me in my carry-on bag. Let's do this every time. Action. Action, you've come a long ways to find me, but it is too late. There are 2 girls with green eyes, Mr. Burton. Green eyes.
You leave Jack Burton alone.
Oh, Big Trouble in Little China is the best.
Yeah.
Wait. You know what? Come on, Isabel, you can do it.
Nothing to it.
Door unlocks. And inside is death and destruction. Oh, wait. What is that? Oh, cool. Alright, first of all, secure terminal.
This terminal belongs to Bao's people. I bet we can get something useful out of it.
Oh, nice. Okay, this gives us a chance to check out the Matrix. Alright, let's do it. Alright, here we get to see the new revamped Matrix. Oh, wow.
I hope that's good.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
No.
Awesome. Okay. No. Stealth it. Oh my god, it's like being in Tron. Badass. No, god damn it. Hi, I'm a friend, guard. I'm a guard here, and I don't. Oh, god damn it. Shoot. Okay, that's cool. So, okay. So you can get traced.
Yeah. Right.
It's that fog of war that's tough. I mean, it makes sense, but okay.
You did it. Get closer.
I can't. I did.
You did it.
Woo! Wow, look at this. Look at the reaction. Nice. Whoa. Wow. Nice. Okay.
Love our environment, team.
This is good stuff, yeah.
Just get close. All the way. Front row.
Oh, crap. That isn't what I meant to do. Oh my god.
Should be fine.
Yeah. Should be no problem. Alright, where am I going? Going up there. That's gonna be a joy. Wow. As he watches the patterns.
Yeah.
This is where somebody goes, Neo, you are the one. At some point.
Yeah.
5, 4, 6, 5.
Not helping.
Nice! Nice! Arf! That was pretty cool.
Oh, it was almost there.
Yeah.
All
right, just take out that ice right there. It's funny. The hard part is if more than one sees you, that trace goes way. Uh-oh. All right, so this is. Yep. No. Top.
Hack blocker. I see.
Yes.
What the hell is this?
Good luck.
What do I do?
Wait. Hit the start button.
Oh my god.
Try. Start again. Start again. Wait.
Okay.
Just hit next.
Oh.
Yeah, go. Alright, you're almost there.
Damn it.
Better hit next.
What does this do?
Watch the top. Match it.
Okay.
You have 30 seconds.
So I didn't do it?
Hit next again.
Oh, I did it wrong.
Oh, you're cool. Go ahead. 19. Next. 15 seconds. You did it! Holy crap!
Yeah.
The hacker! The hacker!
Oh my god. Exotic animal dealer contacts. Damn. Woo! Alright, now I just gotta get out.
One thing you could do is just eject.
Doesn't it hurt?
You'll
does it
get
hurt
stunned. Yeah, but for a temporary one. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is I'll pay you 150 new yen to paint a mustache on her face while she's in there.
Woo!
Wow. Nice job.
Thank you. That was, I don't entirely know. That's awesome. That's a lot of fun, actually. I really like that.
Yeah.
It was weird, but it was cool.
Kevin Maloney designed the
That's
animation
really cool.
stuff. Yeah.
I am the Keanu. That's right.
That's right.
I am the one.
Yeah. So that would get you would
Yeah,
unlock
get back
your way
to
into Strangely Probably. You already did that, but you got some interesting information.
That's
so
cool.
Good. I'm really glad that we were able to get to the Matrix
That
in
will
this
make
playthrough. Yeah. Yeah, this is
Which
it.
is cool. That's what I want to do. Yeah, that's really cool. Wu holds up his hand for everyone to stop, turns to the two of you and hooks his thumb in his belt.
Well, that was a thing. Never thought I'd be shuttling messages between criminals and a Hong Kong syndicate. I can't imagine what Raymond would have wanted in the walled city. This place just feels wrong.
It must have been important. He flew all the way here, hired runners for an escort.
But why? This place makes you feel like your life has no value. Like there's no point to anything. Great life you have here.
Can't believe it. We actually delivered Auntie's message without anyone dying.
Okay. I've had enough of triads. Let's just get out of this pit.
I'm with you, Gensho. I don't need to see this place ever again.
Gun show? Seriously? Oh, that's not gonna stick, is it?
Good place. Ooh.
This leads to the dream you were talking about?
No, there's one more conversation.
Okay.
Too. I keep going.
The dream is not too far. Is it far off or not?
No, that's
okay. It's hard to shake off the walled city. Its gravity clings to you as if wretchedness itself had grown tentacles. The sounds of suffering subside, but their echoes still thrum your insides. Isabel walks quickly, regularly checking over her shoulder as if expecting pursuit from the buildings themselves. She hugs her cyberdeck to her chest as if protecting a small child. Wu pauses a moment and breathes a sigh of relief when you finally reach the streets. But returning to Hioi isn't like coming home. Suspicious looks and closed mouths accent unsmiling faces that billboard a universal message. You don't belong here. Time to report back to kindly Chang and inform her that the message has been delivered. Get this business over with. Get your sin burned. Get on to the next step, whatever that is. You leave the city of darkness behind. Head to the Mahjong parlor and a date with a crime lord. I didn't feng shui it, damn it. Just remembered.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. Karma gain 6. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna increase my feng shui karma right here. Let's see. I think let me check a look at my charisma. Okay, so I could save that, but I'm gonna put a point into, not this, into ranged combat, and this. Next point is gonna be in karma. We're gonna give us a little bit of the shooting power.
With the shitty shooting.
With the shooty. Alright. She is all the way up. There we go. Looks like the pathfinding is pretty solid here too.
Yeah. Sheridan Thirst, ladies and gentlemen.
How much, I know you were working on the original engine, but how, the engine that you guys had designed, but how much did you have to, the Matrix obviously was a redesign, how much of did the engine itself did you have to redo? Did you have to do any of it, or you just
No, we didn't redo anything. We just added features to the structure that was already in place.
Okay. So, are you thinking that if there is a hypothetical Shadowrun, next thing, when I talked to you last time, some months ago, you said that you thought a new engine, if that happened, might be in the offing. Is that possible?
Yeah, if we're going to return to Shadowrun, and I'd love to, but we're moving on to BattleTech.
Right. BattleTech.
If we return to Shadowrun, 2 things. One, we continue globetrotting. I love just traveling the world and seeing how the return of magic affects the cyberpunk future. So we've got several stories already in our back pocket from around the world that we would go to. But our aspirations, unfortunately grow. The team doesn't like when I say that. And I think an engine overhaul would be in order, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing about the BattleTech stuff, too. Okay. Kindly Chang.
Oh, yeah.
Kindly Chang watches you closely as you walk across the Mahjong parlor. As you approach, your lieutenant leans in, brings her mouth close to the Triad boss's ear. Chang smiles and nods, her eyes never leaving you.
I've heard from Bao. He got my message very clearly. And I understand there were no casualties created during your little delivery run. I am pleased and surprised.
I was tempted to do, I get that a lot, but Isabel did a great job of guiding us.
Did she? Good to know. My message was delivered, and Strangler Bao is back in the fold, earning for me. As far as I'm concerned, our transaction is complete. While you were gone, I set the wheels in motion to wipe your identities. The order has been sent. Congratulations. You are now sinless. Shadow people.
Wu exhales heavily. His eyes remain focused straight ahead, but his shoulders sag. Well, I guess that's done.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm not. Whoever gave the order to kill... Whoever gave the kill order on Carter also forced us to give up our identities and took Raymond. That's all I can think about. Finding who did this. Finding Ray.
While I was working to get your sins burned, I also had my network look into Raymond Black's disappearance. I've been thinking about what you told me earlier, and I agree. I can't just let this slide. Someone killed my runners. It would be a sign of weakness to the Yellow Lotus and the others if I do nothing.
She rests her PDA on the mahjong table facing you. The Triad boss's tongue slips from her mouth as she looks over the top, hunting for the right button on its upside-down interface.
I have news to share with you, my darlings. The kind you won't like. Raymond Black is dead.
Oh, man. Raymond's photograph appears on the screen behind a reporter standing on the docks in Victoria Harbor. It's a picture you've seen before, a professional portrait taken for a press release about a youth center he was opening in the Redmond Barrens. Under Raymond's photo are the words, "Seattle man killed."
Another shooting involving the police department. A Seattle community organizer and industrial engineer was apparently shot and killed while resisting arrest at Victoria Harbor last night. HKPF police report the UCAS man, Raymond Black, was behaving erratically and would not respond to police orders to surrender. Yeah, it's totally true.
Totally true.
Yeah, no additional information regarding Black or why he was traveling to Hong Kong are available. Police have stated that due to this shooting's proximity to last night's shootout with the White Star, the investigation must remain confidential and no other details are being revealed at this time.
Kindly Chang taps the button again and the video closes.
This just keeps getting worse.
Definitely isn't getting any better.
Raymond's dead.
Isabel reaches out to touch Wu, thinks better of it and pulls back her hand.
Sorry for your loss. I never had a father, so I don't know what it's like to lose one, but sorry.
You okay, Duncan?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna be okay for a long time, Arvin.
I'm afraid that's not all, my darlings. This is security footage from Victoria Harbor from last night. You'll find it contains a contradiction.
The PDA shows silent, grainy video footage of Raymond sitting in a tea shop flanked by two guards. He's looking down at something in his hand, completely distracted. The footage continues, and the camera displays several black-clad figures entering its field of view from different angles, guns ready. A tall, sharply dressed man in a suit walks briskly towards Raymond, flanked by two more. Raymond stands to face him, and the camera gets a clear view of the suit's face. White plastic. His guards turn to draw weapons, and muzzle flashes erupt from all sides. One of Raymond's guards goes down, and his submachine gun fires wildly, hitting the camera.
Those weren't cops, and Raymond wasn't resisting arrest.
Shock.
What's with that guy's face? Is that a mask?
Doesn't look like a mask. Looks like some sort of semi-rigid plastic implant. Real craftsmanship. Quite the fashion accessory.
It's also the kind of fashion accessory that stands out in a crowd. This guy's either a fool or an arrogant son of a bitch. Either way, I'm gonna find him.
I believe you.
What now?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm tempted, but we find out who this plastic-faced man is, then we get some answers.
With what resources? I'm afraid there are some facts that you're going to have to face.
I don't think you noticed my recent foray into the Matrix, where I proved that my research...
You're not alone in this. You are alone. You're completely alone in this country. No network, no money, no identity. I can protect you from the police, but how would you go about discovering what happened to Raymond without me? How would you survive? This is a topic that requires serious consideration. You've had a very long night, my sweets. Very long. And frankly, you all look like shit. Rest now. I promise you safety in my town for the night. We'll talk about the plastic-faced man tomorrow. Ladies, go find our new friends a place to bed down in that rat's nest squat boat you call home. We'll all talk after you've slept. Figure out our next steps together.
Yes, Auntie.
Yes, Auntie.
Ask you a question, Auntie?
No questions, my darling. Sleep. I'll figure out what to do with you in the morning.
Oh, let's go, Arvin. I'm beat all to hell.
All right, so we're going to go to the Rat's Nest boat. And
I really
get a
like
drink.
watching this game being played. It's fun.
Yeah. It's a good game to watch streamed also. Like it's
Yeah,
just-
usually you watch like, Twitchy, on Twitch. But,
Not my channel.
yeah.
All right, let's go up here. So let's go to this boat that you were telling me about. I like the fact that we have a boat. What? The original name has been sloppily painted over with black paint. Newer but somewhat weathered characters have painted in broad brushstrokes and read bolt hole. Okay. Safe boat. Safe boat! It's not a safe house, it's a safe boat.
You two can bunk here for a while. The head's over there for you to take care of your necessaries. It may look communal, but try to knock before you enter.
Seriously.
I know the drill. Stinks of fish. Just like that place we squatted at on Leary Avenue back when we were kids. The one with the Aslan family and their dog.
They were good people.
Yeah, until the 162s decided they wanted the place. Ugh, they weren't good people. Sorry that had to happen to them. I've been up for something like, 36 hours straight. God. This has been one shit stain of a day. Time to end it.
Anything you need before I leave you to it?
I'll ask him quickly before I go.
Yeah. Now that Nightjar and Gutshot are gone, it's just us.
The squeal of metal grinding on metal rips through the boat. It sounds like it's coming from the level below.
And the creepy Russian guy renting the engine room downstairs.
Ah, okay.
Nothing to worry about. He mostly keeps to himself. He'll stop soon. He usually gets quiet by now.
How'd you get your hands on this place?
How do people like us get our hands on anything? We found it.
You found it empty? Somebody abandoned this prime piece of real estate like this?
Close enough. It was full of BTL junkies when we came across it. They were completely wigged out on some multiplayer cyber game. Not sure they ever chipped out of it. They were completely emaciated, stewing in piles of their own shit. Drives had sunk into their skulls. Pretty gruesome stuff.
They racked up a killer score, though.
True. They had the moves. Should have hung an IV while they were playing, though. Turns out, nutrition is important.
So what happened? Did they die?
Nightjar ran him out. Not sure what happened to them after that. Anyway, it's ours now. Auntie Chang says so.
All but the engine room, you mean?
Right. Everything but that. Auntie rented it out from under us.
That must have pissed you off.
Whatever. We weren't using it. As long as our downstairs neighbor keeps to himself, he can have my lower level, especially if it keeps Auntie Chang happy.
I'm gonna grab some sack time too.
Good. You look like you could use it. We'll go see Kindly in the morning. Figure out our next move.
Alright, so let me go up to where this dream happens. Alright, stash our go with that. The dream is suffocating. The shifting tunnel of glass and steel, the towering silhouette of dark majesty, the shadowy doorway, and the teeth. They snap at your heels as you claw your way back to consciousness. You open your eyes to Duncan looming over you.
Arvin! Come on, Arvin, wake up! We gotta go talk to Kindly. The others already left.
That was one rough night.
We gotta go. I've been trying to wake you for a while now. You were thrashing around in your sleep.
Thrashing around?
Yeah, you were clawing at the air.
Clawing, huh? Did I say anything?
No, you just mumbled a bit. Nothing I could make out. I didn't sleep well either. Bad dream.
What about?
I never really remember my dreams all that well. It was probably motion sickness, not used to sleeping on a boat. I woke up a little while ago and hit the head. Then I came back and woke you.
You doing okay?
I'll survive. But man, nothing's gone right since we stepped foot in this country. I tell you something though, and this after a full night's sleep. I don't believe Ray's dead.
I hope you're right, but I got... What makes you say that?
Think about it. That statement from the cops on the newscast could be fake. Ours was. And that surveillance footage, we never saw Raymond get shot. The camera was hit by stray gunfire. Raymond's alive. I know it.
You make a good case, Officer Wu.
Should have been a detective instead of a headbuster, right? God, I feel like I'm 12 years old again, squatting on a stinking trawler. My partner's gone. Raymond's gone. Hell, I'm gone. I don't even know if I have a name anymore. And now, I can't even go to sleep and hide from it all without having a nightmare. What else is going to be taken away from me?
Hold it together, Duncan.
I'm not sure I have anything left to hold together. What the hell did we fall into here, Arvin? I mean, what's coming next?
Isn't it obvious? Look around. We're sinless, living in the shadows, dealing with criminals. Wu is silent for a moment, and I'll acknowledge that in a minute. I saw you. Thank you for the raid, okay, Adrian, so much. I'll talk to you just a second. I'm in the middle of this this voice play, so give me 1 second. All you get is a blank expression.
You're thinking of becoming a shadow runner.
I think we already are shadow runners.
I think this whole thing has been a blur. I haven't been able to really stop and think on it for a second. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be a cop.
That was then. This is now.
That's right. That's right. It's like Ray always said.
When the winds of change blow, some people build walls, others build windmills. Even if he didn't say it, he should have.
Raymond never said that. It was our housekeeper, Mrs. Maloney.
She had it tattooed on her back, right? How'd you see it?
Don't mess with me, man. You know I've got anger management issues. Gobbett and Isabel left like a while ago. We should get going, too. See what that triad lady had to say.
Awesome. Okay, let me save it. And let me do a couple things. First of all, Ocadrian, thank you so much for the raid. We have 140 people in here now. Thank you guys so much. That is wonderful. Yeah, I apologize. I am at Harebrained Schemes Studios, having a wonderful, wonderful time. We're just about to wrap up here. I am going to ask Mitch a couple questions, and then we'll wrap up. But thank you so much for the raid. If you guys haven't already done so, go check out Ocadrian. He's a very good streamer. And I'm sorry that I wasn't able to respond before, but I was in the midst of doing this. This is great, guys. This is great stuff. And before, I will ask a couple of questions quickly of Mitch. Not a lot, because this isn't a full-blown interview, and I want to let them get to bed at some point. Alon, thank you so much. Can we get some love for Alon for Gobbit? There's some serious good work on that as well.
Internet golf club.
And before I ask questions of Mitch can slide in here. Thank you, Alon. It was a pleasure.
That's great.
I'm going to, I do want to ask my voice actors here a couple of things. I want to give them a chance to sort of talk about some stuff, and I'll actually see if I can put them up on the stream, see if I can capture the windows. There comes the love. Yay! Love, yay.
Oh, look at this. Like
Gobbit is canon. Gobbit is canon right there. There we go. Thank you, love. There we go. Good stuff. Yep. Good stuff. All right. So let me have my voice actors who really did an awesome job. And I think, as much as I hate to do this, can I ask you? Sorry, Mitch. My wire. Gonna quit out of here.
So sad.
I know, it is so sad. I'd love to keep playing this for hours, all day, all night, which I suspect a lot of people are going to be doing anyway. But I do want to give them a chance. So give me 1 second and let my voice actors say hi to themselves. All right. Let me slide back into this. Okay. So, voice actors. Let me start, first of all, with Gray Dibick, with Ben. Ben, you did a great job. Ben played, of course, the role of Carter, and Ben was also memorably Isabel. That's the best decking dwarf I've ever heard, Ben. So that's great stuff there.
I appreciate it.
And Ben, let me tell everybody where to find out information about you. Obviously, people in your chat know you as Gray Dibick, but besides that, where else can you be found for stuff and things?
I guess the main place to find me is my IMDb page, since I'm primarily a film actor. Mostly independent film up until now, but just got an offer from an agent, so things are up and running.
Nice, congratulations.
And I can actually give you the link to my IMDb. It has a teaser video and a reel on it.
Put the link in.
I'll put that in Skype for you.
Okay. There it is. Let me pop that link up, and so everybody go here. And you guys were there when it all started. Actually, it started before this, but I'm just going to pretend that I was the springboard for everything. Awesome. Okay, they will check that out. IMDb, I dig it. Thank you, man. Obviously, I will see you again in chat many times, but thank you so much. That was awesome. Let me move over to Trendane. Trendane, man, you were like, people want you to be Duncan's voice, man, big time. They were all like, Mitch was nodding his head frantically over here as you were speaking. So I apologize for making you blow out your vocal cords.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm
he
going to see this guy again.
It's okay, it's fine.
Yeah, Mitch doesn't care though. He doesn't care at all.
Wow.
So same question to you. Where can we find all of your stuff and things? What are your next projects and so on, voice-wise, etc.?
Next big project is probably going to be furthering on in a game called Folktale, which is sort of a city, but well, it's more of a village builder. It's not quite big enough to be a city. It's a village with little cottages and stuff. I'm the voice of the advisor in that. So whenever you're trying to build a hut and you hear, there aren't enough stone blocks to do that, that's me. I'm the one who's complaining all the time.
Requires more pylons, right?
Exactly. Need more of this bean gas. And then Beyond Skyrim is a mod that's being made by a lot of mod makers to build Tamriel as an entire thing in the Skyrim engine. I do a couple of voices in that.
Nice.
Hopefully some stuff in Armello, which we'll be releasing in 2 weeks, I think. We'll see how that goes. Just random stuff. Lots of audiobooks. I've been doing some audiobooks lately, so that's been a lot of fun too.
Awesome. Very, very cool. Well, a great job as Duncan and also as the even deeper troll Strangler Bow. So great job, man. Very good job.
Thank you very much.
Very good job, Trendane. Russ, my friend, wonderful job. Everyone was just like, it's Lopan. This is Lopan.
That is what I was going for, yes.
It was good stuff. I love it.
You are not here to get it.
You don't understand. Stop doing that. So same question to you. Now, I happen to know this because Russ is a good friend. One pop I'll give is that if you guys are ever interested, Russ and I actually do a long-running podcast comedy show together called The MEP Report, which we've been doing for a long time. And if you want to find out more about that, you can actually check it out at The MEP Report, TheMEP REPORT.
It's just MEP Report.
It's just MEP Report, not just MEPReport.com. MEPReport.com. But yeah, so that's our pop. But you tell all the wonderful people where they can find you. If they're in LA, they can find you everywhere all the time.
Yeah, if you're in LA, I do improv under a number of different auspices, a couple fantasy improv teams, Drunkards and Dragons. There's another Harry Potter themed team called The Show That Shall Not Be Named. On Twitter, I'm Dr. Laser Falcon. I'm co-creator of YouTuber Review, which is a gaming website where we review people doing Let's Plays. So if you have a game that you're twitching or Let's Playing, feel free to ask us to cover you. And also, yeah, I think you can find show listings on my Facebook or something like that if you want to check it out.
That's awesome. You guys are the best. Can we get some serious love for these guys? Really great job. Chat, can we get some love like rolling up and down the screen? This was great. Obviously, Russ, I'll be talking to you soon about other stuff, and Trendane and Ben, I'll be hanging out with you guys in chat again. But I loved it, guys, and I'm hoping that at some point, either with this or some other game or something like that, we can actually reconvene this in the future doing something else, because this was a lot of fun. It was a blast. So hopefully it's the kind of thing I can get you guys to reconnect to again. But Ben, Trendane, Russ, thank you guys so much. It was awesome times.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, guys. I will end the call, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you all so much. You are the best. Cool. All right, let me sign out of that, and then let me chat with you, Mitch, a little bit. Just a couple of questions. So, having gone through it, what changed the most, do you think, for you in terms of your concept and process? Because when I talked to you the last time, the Kickstarter was running, and you already had the engine in place, but it wasn't clear maybe all the changes or the things that you were going to have to do to sort of up the ante in the story, because Dragonfall was such a great story. So I'm curious about, as you actually went through it, what was the most different thing about working on Hong Kong, either for you individually or as the studio as a whole? I mean, you were doing a lot more of the writing of it this time, I guess, as well. But what for the studio as a whole, what was the biggest difference, perhaps, between Hong Kong and previous?
Well, what was interesting about Hong Kong, among many other things, it was great that we had intended to make this story, and all of our Kickstarter backers, all they did, rather than saying, "Oh yes, you get to make the story," we ponied up the cash for the story, and they added all the new features to the game. So it wasn't just same old gameplay,
Right.
etc.
Like the Matrix, which was its stretch goal, right? It was its own thing.
Exactly. The Matrix was a stretch goal. Those shrine spirits that you saw in there were part of it too. Magical foci. What else did we add? The animatics were a feature that the backers added, and we appreciate that very much. Added to our sort of toolkit for storytelling. And just a ton of things. The UI changes, the interface changes you saw, the ability to trade equipment around with your team members.
Oh, cool. I didn't have a chance to try that out.
Yeah, you didn't try it out, but yeah, it's all in there and stuff. So they added a ton of features and also added fidelity. So we went back in, I don't know if you saw, we've evolved our characters over time. If you were to compare a character like a troll in Shadowrun Returns and this one, you'll see they're kind of night and day. And that, as our vision for Shadowrun honed and writing Shadowrun characters honed, we realized that the trolls and the orcs and the dwarves in our previous titles were kind of monstrous. And we wanted to keep that sort of feeling, but we wanted to make sure you knew that there were people inside there.
So they don't become the obvious other villain or something.
Yeah, it's just like, don't walk around. They're default. They're people that unfortunately have morphed into this thing. We've leaned them up and made them just less green and stuff like that. So they're more people. All those sorts of things. So we did just a ton of stuff that we didn't even talk about in our Kickstarter. Just things that, like, for example, we actually revised almost every single animation in the game.
Really?
Yeah, just just decided, I better play better if it
Wow.
happened that way. And it speeds up gameplay too, because you're not waiting for somebody to do this big casting spell. They're just like,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, it did feel, and it actually, I think even in terms of the combat, it felt snappier.
Yeah.
I mean, the Matrix certainly felt snappier.
Yeah.
But I mean, even the combat itself felt very much like there was a little quicker, I think.
And see, what we didn't get to in this, and it's great that we didn't, because when people go to play the game, they can really experience it. Your runners all have really interesting special abilities that work together in interesting ways. And what's also great is over time you get to evolve their abilities too. You get to choose. There's 2 different paths each one of them can go down, and so you could choose special abilities from each path as you go to make the team sort of the way you want it to. You don't get full control because they're not you. We wanted you to be able to customize all of you, and them to retain their character.
Right.
So that happened too. So combat is really fun. Like the guy who lives in the boiler room.
Yeah.
His name is Raktor. He's a Russian runner who's a roboticist, and he's making his own drone he calls Kostche. And Kostche is a badass.
Nice.
Kostche is really fun to play with.
Nice.
There's another character, without giving too much away, but this was in a Kickstarter, a Renraku Red Samurai. So this
I remember reading about that. Yeah.
elite soldier who gets infected by a virus and becomes a ghoul. And so he's struggling with his humanity, but he's this master swordsman and a ghoul, and can spit poison in your face and rip you with his claws, or do the water dance. And it's really cool stuff. So a lot of great work happened there too.
Yeah, and it seems like you guys really embraced Hong Kong. I mean, just like you had Berlin, you had to start in Seattle, I think, because you just had to. To me, you had to start it there. It's the foundation of it.
Yeah.
But then Berlin really felt well realized. You felt like you were dealing with, a European state and a European country, and then you get to Hong Kong, and it feels like you guys just threw yourself into it.
Yeah, we really tried.
Yeah.
That was perhaps one of the most challenging things about the product or the project, because at least with Germany, a lot of people, for example, in the studio sort of descended from Western Europe, right? And so I came from Eastern Europe, or my people came from Eastern Europe, but you get the idea, right? And our goal with Berlin was just not to make it Hogan's Heroes, And
I see nothing. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And so with Hong Kong, there are only 3 Chinese people in the studio, right? And so we really had to do our research and really tap into it to bring it about. But for Berlin, with the Kreuz Bazaar, your hub there, and with Hoi here in Hong Kong, we really tried to make these environments another character in the game, and to really make that feel like a place and feel like it comes alive. And so as you walk around there, we hope that we transmitted that.
Certainly feels like that. I don't understand how you were able to do this in the time frame, because the Kickstarter was what, March?
No, the Kickstarter started in February, and January ended in February.
Ended in February. So from February to August, I mean, Star Citizen, are you listening? No, but I mean, no, I'm just joking. But like, right? I mean, like, I can't believe that you guys were able to get. I understand you had an engine in place and that helped, but my goodness, I mean, that's.
So a couple things about that. One, we had done pre-production before the Kickstarter, a lot of pre-production, not all of it.
Yeah.
But we wanted to know, for example, before you promise a revamp of the Matrix, right? Know what that is, how long it's going to take you.
Okay.
So we had a design that was 80 days long to execute. And we're like, I meant 40 days. And so we went back and did a redesign. And what you've got here is the 40-day redesign, 40 man days, which is 2 man months.
Right.
Without that, that's only the engineering, right? That doesn't include the art and design tuning and stuff like that. But that's what we did. We went through, we had design documents on every feature that went into our Kickstarter. So we knew that if it did get funded, how could we execute it? So that was a big deal.
Okay, and you had the capability at that point. You knew how much room you would have had after the Kickstarter ended to get this in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we did that. Obviously, we were building on an existing engine. That helps a lot. We had our story basically in place.
Okay.
And then we went into, continued. So once the Kickstarter ended, then based on all of these this is the hard part, right? Then with all the stretch goals, we're like, okay, in order to execute on that, we need more staff. And so rapidly, we double the size of the team.
Wow.
Yeah. Like in weeks, we
Wow.
double the size of the team.
Okay.
And that's actually one of the secrets of the project, because we had this nucleus of designers that had done the other games, knew exactly how to make a Shadowrun game.
Okay.
We added 2 more designers to the mix who had never made Shadowrun before, but one of them is an encyclopedia of Shadowrun knowledge,
Okay.
better than anybody else in the studio, actually, which is amazing.
Okay.
Andrew, our lead writer, is just, he really knows Shadowrun. And then when Tyler joined us, it's just like Andrew defers. It was really cool to add him. And then Connor also got added too, and they brought that fresh energy to design, right? And all of the art folks that we brought in also brought in a lot of fresh energy as well. The art director on the project, Chris Rogers, had done Shadowrun Returns with us before and had done Golem Arcana, right? And so he managed pre-production and got us through, the look and feel of Heoi and the look and feel of the new Matrix and stuff. And then he moved on to a different project, Necropolis, that you may have heard of. And Mike McCain, the art director and the game director of Dragonfall, he came on and they switched places because Mike had just done pre-production on Necropolis. And these 2 guys who work extremely closely together just simply swapped. And I went out of pre-production mode and early production mode. Mike took over the project, and I just started writing like a fiend with Andrew and also with Tyler, and then we brought in Alon too, which really sort of rounded out that team.
So flexibility, though, was the key to be able to make those adjustments and to not have people who are like, I only do this. And
we don't do specialists around. I mean, in some cases with our art team, our environment artists focus very clearly on environment, but they still did other things.
Right.
For example, our help screens with the, sort of our in-game manual, they knocked that out, et cetera, et cetera. So, lots of people played wore lots of hats, but again, the sort of the key to sort of the energy of the product was bringing in all these fresh people surrounding this nucleus of people that knew exactly how to make a Shadowrun game.
Cool.
And then after that, and this is the hard part, and I apologize for the team for this, and then we worked like animals, right? And, we had this deadline. We knew we could hit it. Our schedule said that we could. And then, of course, complications arise during production, as we say, direct happens. And it just, we went to the mattresses. And, the team is just passion-fueled.
Seems like it.
Oh, yeah, this game is made out of passion.
It's just it's a great vibe, even in this whole place. It's just a great vibe that you feel when you get there. Did you ever have any doubts where you were like, this is going to slip? Like, we're, substantially slip? We're not, we're not.
Absolutely.
They do, yeah.
It did. Yeah. There were all sorts of, here's the thing about game development. It's like this for a lot of things. Nobody wants to know how the sausage is made, right? Is it the right shape? Is it tasty? Yes, right? It just so happens there's filth and there's blood that got into the mix. In this case, blood, sweat, and tears. So, we had some dark times, not negative times. The team is just awesome, and because they're so passion-focused, and also because this is by far, I believe, the strongest team I've ever worked with for collaboration.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous levels of collaboration. Ego did not come into play, right? It's all about the game. It's all about our audience and delivering on what we said we would, because everybody on this team has a really high integrity level and nobody would let anything slip.
I have to say also that now part of this is the Shadowrun community. I'm going to be interested to see about BattleTech if that has a similar thing. But it seems like the community also, although the community I'm sure would hold your feet to the fire, but I always found the community that I've had when I've done interviews with you folks or events like this, were just super, super nice. I never really got the effect people were like, what's going on? Why don't you do this? Why don't you play? I don't know if it's the game attracts that group of people or like the studio that does, but it seems like that your audience is a lot less hostile than some audiences are to game development studios. I don't know. Do you feel that?
Oh, absolutely. I feel it. The whole studio feels it. We feel really supported. And when you're in the trenches the way that we get, because like you may have heard me say before, the studio has two speeds, fast and faster. This was faster.
Yeah.
Right? And it's so great to know that those people are out there waiting for it, enthusiastically, supportively. I think there's a short list that comprises our audience, like why they are the way they are. I think, for one thing, a fair amount of our audience is tabletop role players.
Yep, that's part of it.
And tabletop role players are wonderful people, right? I've been going to Gen Con, where we met, right? Sure. Since I'm 14.
Yeah.
Right? And every year it's like a holiday. It's like going to a family reunion.
Yeah.
Right? And tabletop role players are used to just playing games with people, supporting each other, improvising together, and so they're awesome. So that's one thing. Another thing is, we wanted to bring Shadowrun back. That was our goal in the beginning. But not only to bring Shadowrun back, but to create an authentic Shadowrun experience. I have some experience with not creating authentic Shadowrun experiences, and we were hell-bent not to let people down that way.
Right.
We believed, sorry, it's a better way, we believed we knew what the audience wanted from the setting, and we were hell-bent to deliver that. I personally, it was a mission of mine, if you could imagine my history, right? And so with these 3 games, as we travel around, I think you're seeing, as authentic an experience as possible. So people react very positively to that. And the third thing is that we do what we say we're going to do, right? We create a Kickstarter.
That's a big different thing. Yeah.
Isn't that stupid that it is different, though?
Yeah, I know.
But, when we said, at one point, it really started with Jordan, the creator of Shadowrun and my partner and the CEO of the company. At one point during our first Kickstarter, he said, maybe we could add multiplayer in an update. And then we got together like, no multiplayer. No multiplayer. What happened was he said multiplayer, we got a spike in funding, but we knew damn well we couldn't make Shadowrun multiplayer. That's still nuts. Right, for us anyway. And so we actually got back on Kickstarter and said, hey, you know what? We're not doing that. And here's why we're not doing that. And that started off our relationship with our audience for real.
Telling the truth.
Yeah. This is what we're doing. We're not going to support this. We're not doing that. And we just kept going with that and just being honest with our audience and then breaking our necks to deliver what we said we would.
Yeah, that's all right. So what I want to do is I'm going to take 3 and only 3, because I want to let this man rest. 3 questions from chat about Shadowrun, and then I want to ask him 1 question about BattleTech, and we'll wrap. So the 3 questions, the way it's going to work is if you guys want to ask a question, please do it this way. Please type your question in all caps, and then give me the question. Now, there's 140 of you at the moment, not quite that many anymore. We have... Right now we've got back down to about 82, 83 people. So I'm not going to get to everybody. So I will ask 3. The rest of them, I'm sure they will be happy to ask you down the line. So I will do 3 questions if you want. Question in all caps, and then give us what the question is. And I'll take the first 3 here, and then BattleTech question, and then I'll wrap it. Thank you, Shadow. Thanks to the mods, by the way. Great job today, guys, as always. And my viewers, you guys are awesome. You already knew that. It's getting dark out here. It's perfect. It's like, as the sun sets.
Yeah, it's nice for Hong Kong noir.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Okay. Question, where's very hard? Okay, while I'm waiting for another question, I'll let you throw it. Was there an idea of doing like a...
There was very
Iron
hard.
Man?
Yeah, there was the idea of a very hard. Actually, there was very hard in Dragonfall. But as I recall, the test team requested that we take it out because it wasn't executed as well as we like.
Okay.
And we don't like shipping stuff that, we can't execute.
So balance might have been not like...
Yeah, that was partly it. And partly it was also a matter of testing it thoroughly.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Gunsu asks, question, any consideration towards updating the matrix with phenomena from real-world internet, like malware, viruses, rootkits? I think there's some kind of reference points to that already.
There are reference points to it, and certainly in the story. I don't want to give parts of the story away, but there are places where you may have to place malware, etc. So
it turns you into a hacker.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Isabel, your Decker, she has a very interesting personal mission to go on if you can unlock it. If in conversation you can get close to her, she'll ask you to go on a run with her.
Well, I mean, I was thrown in the deep end of the pool. I was like, what do I do? I'm just like, just wait, do things. I'm like, I was like, and that's of course what it would be like, right? In the Matrix, you wouldn't be like, please wait a moment while I figure out the. So that was cool. It definitely felt like I was hacking.
We were going for tension, yeah.
Where's the Android point? The Android port. Is there a? Well, actually, I'll come back to that. Second question: what does the writing process entail? How long does an idea to script take, and how does it evolve?
Wow, that's a really great question. You mind?
From Royal Tenenbaum.
Well, first of all, thank you, Royal Tenenbaum. Awesome question. I'm gonna try and be relatively thorough with it because the game has a lot of text.
Yeah.
So here's how it happens. First, the story that you will play was really sprung out of the mind of our lead writer, Andrew, who you've met before.
Who we've had on the show too.
Yeah, and Andrew just has a brilliant mind for story, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And I was going to tell you like the secret of the game suddenly. I will not.
I was just like,
so the major spoilers. So
as I'm like frantically writing on my.
The beginning of this particular process, which was slightly different than Dragonfall. Actually, in Dragonfall, it was Andrew and Mike McCain, the director, working together, right? And then I came in and I became sort of the third leg of the triangle.
Okay.
In this case, it was me and Andrew, and Mike became the third leg of the triangle.
Okay.
The key thing being that triangle.
Okay.
Andrew is a very intellectual writer, and he understands gameplay like no other writer I've ever met before. He truly understands gameplay. He's as much a designer as just about anybody on the team from that perspective. Anyway, so he and I started with just discussions, goals of the project, what we wanted to accomplish. And one of the main things that we wanted to accomplish with this was to make it a more personal story. And you see that with your relationship with Duncan, with Raymond, etc.
For sure.
It's a personal story. So that was one of our big things. The other thing was to give you a sense of role-playing, to expand the feeling of playing a role more. So like when you decide why you went to jail. And
I noticed those little options, yes.
And they all say truth.
Reminded me a little bit of like some Telltale Games type of stuff that happens in there.
Well, that's good because they're great studios. So that comparison just works great. So anyway, we decided on the goals of the game, and we also said Hong Kong. One of the interesting things. Let's do a fish out of water story.
Okay.
Right. You start in the Redmond Barrens, where everybody knows from Shadowrun Returns, and you travel to Hong Kong. That's the sort of conversations we have, and then he started coming up with really cool shit, and I can't tell you any of it, but he just started writing documents, right? And he would go, and he was rapid fire, and then he'd get together with me, and I go, I love this, I love this, I love this, and I go, this isn't working for me. And he's like, I'm not married to that, because that's Andrew, right? He's just such a collaborator, and so. It was mostly a matter of me sort of being his editor and his sounding board, right? Just say, yeah, love that. Let's expand on that. Yeah. That's, let's go that direction.
Let me ask you for just a moment.
Yeah.
As you're doing that, are you jumping in as guy who also, is the executive producer of the studio, who has to help with the, these
I
wires.
just keep tangling my.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But are you thinking of that in your mind as, you're looking at all the other parts, so what the studio can and cannot do. Are you thinking about it that way, or are you focusing more as I'm a writer/editor on a writing side?
Yeah, I was thinking at that point as the director of the project.
Okay.
And I had my executive producer hat on in terms of scope and expense and things like that, but that was really, really secondary.
Okay.
At this point, it was all about, and it still is all about, just telling a great story.
Okay.
And for lack of a better word, enabling Andrew to do his best work, right? And because we've worked together before so closely, and he's awesome, we had just this wonderful rapport. And he's really great at getting my 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning emails and not going, oh my God. But I was constantly emailing. I would take walks and have long cigar walks, and I'm constantly like just sending him these mails in the middle of the night, and I would get responses because he was up thinking too. He's like, I love that, and we do that. So that was great. So that was sort of phase
Awesome.
1. Then phase 2 is when he turned it into an outline.
Okay.
Right, and he would document everything that we had discussed and sort of connect the dots, and then we would send that out to feedback from the design team.
Okay.
Well, after we got feedback from the design team, we then broke it out to the greater team so that everybody had a chance to opine.
Okay.
And that is where it got interesting, because two game developers, 3 opinions. You know what I mean? And so we got all of this feedback, and it was just like,
right,
you're drinking from the fire hose. And that's when we attempted to take that feedback and turn it into a 40-page outline.
Okay.
Right? And Andrew was doing that while I was running the Kickstarter.
Okay.
All right. And when I got done with the Kickstarter, we looked at it and we went, it's so highly detailed at this point that if we touch one thing, it's a spider web and everything changes.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
And that's too complex to start a game. But we had all the elements that we needed. And that's when I asked McCain to help.
Okay.
Right? Because this is his talent. He can step back, see the narrative thread, right? He understands motivation. And he was able to go, the game is about this.
Right.
Right? And in very short order, like 2 long conversations, he cut it all down. And we didn't cut out story. He focused the story.
Sure.
Right? And he said, it's about this and this and this and this, and these are the beats. And he took that 40-page outline and he turned it into about an 8-page outline.
Wow.
Right? This scene leads to this scene, leads to this decision point, and then we started just working. And this is the interesting part about it. Even though we had all that detail that could go into the game, right? It was all out there. We knew exactly what we were making.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens is, as we're building the missions, and as we're writing the scenes, that sort of Bible still exists that we can pluck things out of as detail. And that's why I believe when you play the game, it's going to feel very nuanced and have a lot of layers and depth, because we created the depth, threw it away,
yep,
and then piecemeal put it back in.
Yep.
And that's about the size of it.
That's
the
good.
Process.
I love that. And it's one of the reasons I think why I've been so drawn to this series of games, because it's so clear how important the writing is to it. I've argued that I think story is among the most important elements of games, period, even games that don't claim they're about it. I think there's still a story that draws people into it. But I think especially with something like this, it just sort of flows out of everywhere. There's not talk about pixel counts and polygon this and engine that, which is not to say that gameplay is not relevant, but that it springs from how to tell a great story, as you said. Which is cool.
I think one of the things in our very first game at Harebrained Schemes, we did an iPad game called Crimson Steam Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fun. The gameplay in it is this turn-based thing where I make my move, right, and then I click the go button, and my ships and the enemy ships move simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
Really fun little game, right? And moving the ships around tactically was kind of interesting, and the gestures that we had was kind of interesting. And our missions were relatively clever, but it wasn't until we put the story on top of it, right, that you get that context for what you're doing.
Right.
And now you want to beat up this fort so that you can steal the dress for the girl that you're trying to woo.
Yeah.
Right?
All of a sudden it matters.
Yeah, all of a sudden it matters, because otherwise it's just mechanics.
Yeah.
And if the mechanics aren't fun, the game's not fun. But until you have that context, your heart won't be racing.
I'm with you. That's a great answer. All right, 2 more guys. I love talking to Mitch, and I could talk with him for hours, but he does need sleep at some point. Okay, let's see. I'm jumping up here. Sorry, I'm catching up with chat. Thanks for a great game. Blah 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 blah. Okay,
thanks.
Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Okay, question. Which class did the team have the hardest time balancing, and which class do you wish you could do more with? Presumably, if you had even more time.
If you ask our design team, they will give you about 5 different answers. because everybody has their favorite. Tyler, for example, who I mentioned before, loves the physical adepts, these sort of magical ninjas. And when he came onto the team, he vowed that he was going to make them cool because he didn't like them in our previous games. And that was like one of his personal missions. And so he came in and he did a lot of work with adepts. So if you play adepts in this game, you're going to see they've really taken a step forward. Obviously, Deckers have taken a step forward as well. Street Samurai have taken a step forward with that cyber affinity, and all those cyber weapons. So that one took a step forward. Mages have, new magical foci and stuff like that. But really, the next step for them is, we were asked so many times during our Kickstarter, you got to do astral space. When are you going to do astral space? And, believe me, we had conversations about it. We had preliminary design documents, but we knew it was going to be out of scope. You can't do what we did with the Matrix and, astral space. It's just...
But if enough sales happen after they're done with BattleTech and Necropolis and whatever the new Golem Arcana upgrade will be,
that's
whatever
sort of
other
the
crazy
message.
stuff, then...
Then it's like, okay, now we can attack astral space the way that we attacked the Matrix.
That'd be
you
awesome.
See what I mean?
Yes.
And I think the game could really use that because in our heads it's always been about the physical space, the digital space, and the astral space all working together.
That'd be so cool. Just thinking about it is amazing. That's
That's
awesome.
not today.
No, I understand. Today is for what it is. One last question only. I know this is 4, not 3, but only because I think you'll be a good person to answer it. As a person who doesn't know that much about Shadowrun but has played other CRPGs, what things am I going to have a hard time grasping, and is the game welcoming to a newcomer such as myself? I haven't thought about this, but I want your answer first.
Well, can you go first? I'm
Sure.
kind of curious what somebody who's not in our headspace thinks.
So I do think you will grasp it. Here's what I think Shadowrun has always had going for it, and I'm an old D&D player from the Red Box era, so 83, 84, I was all about it. And I didn't get into Shadowrun at the time, and it wasn't really until later on when I met John Helfers. You guys know from the Infinity Beyond crew, the editor who bought my first novel. John and I got to be very good friends. Obviously, John is now the novel director of the Catalyst line, and so that I started talking to him about it and thinking about it, and it wasn't really actually until I started playing Shadowrun Returns that it kind of codified for me. I don't really like cyber. I like cyberpunk's okay. I don't like dystopias. I find them bleak and boring. I have never found Shadowrun that way, and I think the reason is because Shadowrun is something you throw yourself into and embrace, and it's just fun. It's moving, it's powerful, it's got depth and emotion, but it's also, there's a joy to it. There's an exhilaration to playing it, and I think as opposed to the sort of staid, we've seen it all a million times before, there's a joy to playing a game where a dragon is the head of a corporation. I mean, is it ridiculous? Yes, but so what? It's joyous, and there's a lot to be said, I think, for that. So yes, I do think you'll like it, especially if you go into it being like, what the hell, right? Like, if you go into it feeling that way, I think that it is a game that will just sort of carry you along, because I don't think all games can be made with this sort of passionate way that you're describing it. I think there's games that can be made in certain more intellectual ways and so on. I don't think every game can be made with just, everything to the wall, just like, full out.
Well, nor can
it takes
you have a healthy studio.
Right, but it takes a game to inspire this kind of passion. So that would be my answer. I think you would enjoy it, and that's my sense of it. But
I think, first of all, that's a really neat answer, and I agree with everything you said. Here's how we approach Shadowrun Returns, Dead Man's Switch. We decided not to have a tutorial. We decided that modern gamers are smarter than game developers often give them credit for. And when I was with Microsoft Game Studios for 12 years, and I worked very closely with the user research group, who were brilliant at providing data about your game, and having people play it and saying, did they get this? Did they get this? And the test showed that you really have to hold people by the hand often to play a game. And yeah, I agree that data shows that, and sometimes just go with your gut. And what we did with Shadowrun Returns was just drop you in the deep end and say, you know what, click around, you'll figure it out. When I was a kid, when video games were first invented, there may have been a manual, nobody read them. You know what I mean?
No.
There was no difficulty levels. It was just freaking hard.
Yeah.
Right? and you just played and you figured it out, and when you won, you felt good about it. And so we had that kind of mentality. You know, there's an in-game, you know, help system, you know, where you can read about the different character archetypes and how combat works, and it's there for you if you want. But just we sort of just decided to trust the audience, and so we threw them into the deep end, both with the gameplay and with the world, and yet we have never had a complaint about that ever. And customer service is hugely important to us, right? We're listening.
No
like
one ever
crazy.
said I'm lost.
No, which is bizarre but true. So, so that's part of it. In terms of accessibility of the game world, when you treat the game world as if it's kind of real, and you just sort of write it so that people can piece things together, you give them the clues and you let them connect the dots. I find it to be more engaging than handing it to them. You know, and lo, it came to pass that the world became a dystopian society. Of course. You know what I mean? So we just let you piece it together, and then you feel good about it, and you feel smart about it. Then the world sort of unfolds, and that's the way we approached it.
Yeah, and the writing side of it, I often talk about the importance of leaving the reader work to do.
Yes.
And not just sort of, you know, laying everything out on a plate, but leaving the reader a chance to be invested in the story themselves.
Yeah, otherwise you're holding it at a distance, reading it. You know what I mean? Like it's a TV set.
Yep.
As opposed to sort of this interactive book.
Yeah, which creates that sort of love, I think, that you see from both of them.
I hope that's true.
Last question, BattleTech. I know the Kickstarter is coming up. I'm going to do everything I can to get you guys back on for that. But can you talk to me briefly about your, you know, you don't reveal anything ahead of time, but is there a vision, like you want to do for BattleTech what you did for Shadowrun? You want it back?
Yes.
You want to? Okay.
Oh yeah, there's no question about that. That's where this all sprung from, right? Just like with Shadowrun, what we are after, and what we absolutely intend to deliver is an authentic BattleTech experience, a classic BattleTech experience. BattleTech has been around for like 32 years, even longer than Shadowrun. And as such, and one of the good things about it is, you know, the timeline keeps going.
Yep.
Right? Shadowrun started in 2063, I believe. 2050. I'm so freaking tired right now. But let's just call it in the 2050s. Yeah. Right? It's 2056 right now in our game. And, you know, it's in the 2070s right now what Catalyst did. And so there's been a lot of evolution there. And we wanted to make sort of this classic setting, mostly because we're old and that's all we remember. You know, but with BattleTech, it's the same sort of thing. We want to put it back into the 30-25 era of BattleTech, just after the Third Succession War and that kind of thing. And, you know, we wanted to feel that kind of that political infighting between the great houses before the clan invasion, all that. It's just, you know, Steiner and Davion and Merrick, etc., just, you know, going at it, you know, in the throne rooms. Right, doing all of their political shit, while in the battlefield, mech warriors, right, are making things happen.
Right.
And so that's really what we're after, is you know, making a. The other thing I'd say is that Shadowrun Returns is an RPG with interesting tactical elements, and BattleTech's going to be a tactical war game with RPG elements.
So there is a story, but story is still going to be at the root.
Story is absolutely an important part of it, and telling, you know, a real inner sphere story. But really, what we want to make sure is that we capture what it's like for giant robots, giant mechs, to be, you know, cruising around the battlefield doing interesting tactical combat.
Right.
Right. You know, there's been a lot of BattleTech games. I've made a lot of BattleTech games. I spent many years of my life making BattleTech games, and I ain't tired of it. I'm ready to get back to it because there's a lot more to do.
And with this team that you're so pumped up about.
Oh my God! Yeah. So yeah, first of all, you know what's interesting. You got to understand there are 3 teams here, right? There's the Shadowrun team, there's the Golem Arcana team, and there's the Necropolis team.
Right.
And so when we do BattleTech, a lot of the people from Shadowrun will be on there, but the people who created a lot of the tactical rules and stuff from Golem Arcana, which is a really interesting game, you know, especially if you're a turn-based tactical combat person, check that out. But anyway, so we're picking and choosing different people from different teams in order to make BattleTech, including, of course, Jordan, who's kind of into the idea of making BattleTech.
Can't imagine why.
And he and McCain are going to be co-directing that one.
Oh, cool.
Right, and I'll be executive producing that, and I'll do something on the project. I'm sure, you can't rip BattleTech out of my cold hands. I'm just going to cling to it. So we'll see what we come up with, but you get the idea, right? It's going to be a tactical turn-based game. It's going to be open-ended, like a mercenary style.
Okay.
Inspired by MechWarrior 2.
Okay.
Right. There's going to definitely be story. It's going to be clandestine, interesting, sort of cloak and daggery, sort of intersphere politics. And if we're lucky with this Kickstarter, we'll be able to add multiplayer to it.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that and
nice.
We're all crossing our fingers for that.
That might. I bet it'll get a big push. When does the Kickstarter go live?
This fall.
Okay.
I want to make sure that we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's before we go out there. We've done this before. We know how to screw it up really bad and kill ourselves, and we know how to plan it well and kill ourselves.
So mid-fall or more later fall?
I would call it kind of an early fall. Actually.
Early fall. Okay.
Yeah, early fall.
That's really, really cool.
No, I'm really excited about it. You were talking. Forgive me. It's passion stuff, and I'm excited.
Your sleep pattern.
There is no pattern. The pattern is
the
you
pattern's
don't
not.
sleep.
It doesn't exist.
It's just Oh my goodness, it's nasty. Shadowrun fans are wonderful, and I don't mean our Shadowrun fans because I don't think of them that way. I think of them as our audience, and there's a relationship. Shadowrun fans are awesome for the reasons we talked about. BattleTech fans are perhaps even more dedicated than that, and I don't want to stack rank.
You're starting up a big
no. But there's I did West Side Story. That's how I met my wife.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
That's funny.
Horrible story. Anyway, all the little Jewish guys, they made the Puerto Rican guys in West Side Stories. Anyway. But I
want YouTube clips.
That would be hysterical. I also did a white Jewish version of The Wiz.
Did you?
Yes.
You eased on down the road, as it?
Yeah, and it was
awesome.
Really special. Real special. Anyway, the BattleTech audience is really passionate. There's a lot of them. And I'm really excited to really start to develop that relationship too, like we developed with the BattleTech audience, like we have with the Shadowrun, and with our Golem Arcane audience, which sort of sprung whole cloth from what we were creating.
Yeah.
So I really look forward to that Kickstarter so we can start talking that way.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I am super excited.
Yeah.
See, they were all like, What's that story? That's good. Mitch,
man.
I can't thank you enough.
No, absolute pleasure every time.
It was joy. I really enjoyed it. And you guys need to go buy Shadowrun West Side Story. That's what we need. We need the whole thing, but just with like the orcs versus the elves and one's West Side, East Side. You guys need to go get this game. I can already tell I'm going to love it. As you guys know, on my channel, I'm going to be devoting most of my single player sessions now going forward to playing this game and playing a lot more Hong Kong. It was really awesome. Yeah, Shadowrun West Side. So that's what we're going to be doing. But this is great stuff, and I am super, super excited to have a chance to play it and that you guys got a chance to see it. And congratulations on a great launch.
No, thanks very much. The team just went at it. They just threw themselves into it, and it's really nice that people like it.
It shows. I think it really does show. So definitely go get it. Thanks to my voice actors tonight who did an amazing job.
Were great.
You guys are the best. I love them. I mean,
hearing your writing come to life like that was a blast.
That's cool, isn't it?
Oh man,
it's cool stuff to watch. Yeah, I had a feeling they would be good at it. So congratulations, guys. Good job. It was really awesome. Chat, can we get some serious love for Mitch and the HBS folks here?
I like the all caps because I can read it without my glasses.
Yeah, this is awesome. And for myself as well, if you guys liked what you saw and heard, please make sure to follow the stream. Also the Patreon that I've been talking about, only because it helps me do things like this. Like I can do more stuff like this with that support. So if you guys are able to, if you were interested, if you would sub to me, if I had a sub button, I don't have one yet, I'm working on it. ! ARVTREON will get you over there. A lot of cool things over there, giveaway possibilities, critiques that I give you, professional critiques of your writing, stuff like that. I even write epic poems, depending on the level you do. So, so definitely check it out. ! Arftreon. And as for me, I may or may not be at you tomorrow for stream. I don't know. Depends on how things work. I'm still out here and I'm flying back on Monday. If not, I'll definitely be back to you next week, and we'll be back into a somewhat more regular schedule. Don't forget, 2 weeks, I'm going to be down in Dragon Con talking on panels with Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, which is awesome, and a couple of other panels like that. So if you're in the Atlanta, Georgia area, would love to see any or all of you there. That said, though, please make sure to follow the stream and do all the things. I don't think we're going to do a raid for today, but I don't actually know if I have my outro. I'll try to find my audio outro. We'll see. But thanks so much to Harebrained Schemes Studios for doing this and for having us out here. And for all of you wonderful people, make sure you go get those games, and I will catch you people all very soon. Until I talk to you next time, be good to each other. Love you all. Best viewers on Twitch. Mods, great job as well. Have a good night.
When you...
Ooh, I'll do